I even remember how to
do an intro?
Yeah, I can't.
You do it every time. Okay, keep it all in.
Okay.
Do you want me to do a theme song?
No.
There's the theme song.
Hello everyone, my name is Cyber Prime and welcome to the first ever episode of Da Boys in the Podcast. All of my co-hosts right now are looking at me, biting their lips in pain because they do not want to speak over the intro. We've been sitting here for like 15 minutes basically screaming at each other. David was making noises, Turtle Guy pretended to die, and Hoover pretended he had memory losses. I am Cyber Prime, and this is basically a podcast where me and my friends will just talk about random stuff, random topics every week that interest us. Of course, I am joined by my fabulous co-hosts, Hoover, DavidKivo,
I don't want to be in the middle.
and the Turtle Guy.
Reintroduce. Put me at the start.
Do it again!
No.
When's
Oh my god, look
intro?
at the way the audio
Turtle
peaked.
Guy, you spiked
The
the
minute
audio.
Turtle
What the
Guy's
fuck?
fucking stupid beaked mouth open, it fucking spiked to the moon.
Oh, I'm gonna move the microphone, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about this.
I can. My voice is so
I
powerful.
can be your hero, baby.
Oh,
My
sorry if you
voice
can hear.
carries.
Yes, it really
so
does.
hard.
So, just before we get into whatever the topic that we're going to be discussing
You
today,
want
does
small
anyone have? Yeah, do you have any small talk? Or
Can
big
I
talk?
say that you begged us not to interrupt that intro, and it was genuinely the worst intro I've ever seen you do in your entire career.
Hey!
Yeah.
Every single intro on the Turtle Guy channel, I mean the Cyber Prime
The
channel.
Turtle Guy channel.
Oh, he's spiking
Supremacy.
the audio again. He's spiking the audio again.
You spiked for supremacy.
every
If this was a lie detector
fuck's
test, Turtle
sake.
Guy committed every crime.
Turtle Guy interrupts every single one. So I thought for the first ever one that we could try and do an air of
Hoover just opened
professionalism.
his bottle next to me, and I thought it like a bat screeched in my ear. It just went like that.
Hoover's not going to survive this podcast.
I keep making Hoover laugh because I keep making this
Someone will
noise.
die at the end of
Yeah,
this
Hoover's going
episode.
to die. And he's
This
just
is
not
a murder
gonna be here.
mystery podcast. But,
Trying to swallow
if you're
water,
into
you
that-
fuckers.
Yeah, he's trying to suck it up like a Hoover. But anyway,
Yeah, but like a real shit one, like a Dyson.
okay, Turtle Guy, there's no need for.
Can I curse?
Yes.
I'm a Henry Hoover.
Imagine now is where he draws the line on cursing after all the shit we've said in the other videos.
Oh man. But right.
Yeah, that's a lot of editing.
Well, yeah, like, wait. Where's this podcast going?
everywhere. This is
Okay, well,
hopefully
this is the
going to
thing.
be.
What if someone finds this podcast and doesn't know about you, who you are?
Oh, who am I?
Who are
Introduce
you?
yourself.
Who
are
am
you?
I? Oh, okay. My name is Cyber Prime. I am a content
Yeah.
creator on
You're
YouTube.
5'6".
Basically,
I need more.
That's so ironic
I
coming
need
from
I
the
am
fucking
not
gnome in the
5'6".
armchair over there.
I actually don't know how tall I am, but I
You're
think
like
I'm 5'9",
5'11".
5'10",
I need
5'11", in
more.
around that.
I need
6'1".
more
No,
description.
he's not.
I am a video
So much
game.
description that I could
entertainment-
possibly find you if I searched on the internet.
What are you
I-
wearing?
I nothing.
Can we get a fashion?
I am,
That is true.
Oh my god!
No,
I
I-
can see his bare ass.
He's hodding out with his cock out.
No. Oh, I regret making that joke now.
You started it, bro.
I am wearing shorts and a Destiny t-shirt.
That is a
Because of
Destiny
course I
t-shirt.
am. So,
I'm green.
That is a Destiny t-shirt.
yeah.
He actually is wearing all green. Weirdly,
Yeah.
horribly, like nothing matches at all.
But
So
basically,
once again, he interrupted. So
I am Cyber Prime. I make video game related content that's funny moments, narrative stuff, stories, and then also the odd commentary track and trailer reaction from entertainment. Then joined with me on this podcast, I also have the Turtle Guy who does reviews, mainly reviews, and really fucking good animatics. You should check them out. They're really good.
Oh, okay.
What, do you think I was going to insult you? Why did you back away like that?
I'm
I don't
gonna
know, I
insult
was
you.
worried.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
okay.
I
Then,
do like
of
a
course,
video a month, so
I-
enjoy.
I am also joined by DavidKivo, who
Why am I in the middle all
occasionally
the time?
does make he does make good videos.
Yeah, I always take them down.
No, yeah, but they're good. Respect the hyphen. Check it out. There's something's coming. And then last
Maybe,
but not least,
God,
I'm
listen,
joined
don't
by
make promises I can't keep.
There's a reference.
I'm joined by possibly the most productive person on this podcast.
I'm so
his name
productive you can't even
his
find
name
me.
is Hoover. He's got
I'm
a
an
channel
internet
called
ghost.
Cutie Pie. You might know it.
Yeah.
That's
No.
what he has. That's obviously
Who
fun.
How's
You
it going,
own-
bros?
You own
I'm
the
joking.
Cyber Prime channel.
No, it's Hoover is
Hoover
not
is
my
the
manager.
real Cyber Prime.
No,
I'm
he's
the
not.
I'm if Cyber is the producer of the Cyber Prime channel, Hoover is the star of the Cyber Prime.
Yeah,
I'm,
you're
I'm
the-
like.
Whoa. Whoa,
That's why.
You're in arguably the least amount of videos.
Look, just think about it this way: how many subscribers did you get when I disappeared for like 3 months.
A lot.
A lot, I
So-
think- I think it was.
That was one of your biggest growths.
I think so.
You, no,
You fancy taking
no.
another break?
Other than the huge growth on your bare ass that we're all forced to look at. Like,
Yeah,
it's like an egg.
Weird. It's made out of metal as well,
Yeah,
which is
it's very
strange.
It's got eyes that stares at me.
Oh my god,
It's
it's just
like
turtle
two
guy.
really weird round cheeks of metal.
Yeah, that's.
Oh god. Okay, this joke
Do
is.
you know what? The
evolving,
best
which
part
I
about
don't
this
like.
is if someone found this podcast and didn't know who we were, it's definitely been turned off by now.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
So
we-
are
Even
we
people
doing
who
small
know who
talk?
we are,
We're like 5 minutes in, and now the apologies. if
we've
you're still listening
alienated
to
the
this.
whole crowd.
Yeah. If
This
you,
still feels a lot like the practice podcast we tried doing a year ago.
yeah, a year ago.
You're the one that we didn't do anything with because it was fucking
It
terrible.
was really bad. And
Why?
Turtle Guy doxed a load of real life
Oh
people.
yeah!
I think he said their addresses
Spiking the
as
audio.
well.
Yeah, it was really weird that he put the IP address. I think
Yeah,
that was it.
it was strange. But basically, we're here to talk and we're here to just have fun. So hopefully you'll have some as well.
hosting a podcast. Welcome back.
It's never been done before, but
never.
Simon,
hopefully.
do you wanna give the outline of how we do the podcast, or just?
Yeah, let's maybe break it down.
Yeah, this
There's
is the
an
first
outline? What?
podcast, and
yeah.
all we've
Well,
done is like.
every week we do the small talk. We ask what you're wearing, nothing, as we established, and then what, and then
He
what
always
next?
wears
So,
nothing.
there's
We're a bit
basically-
concerned.
There's basically a
Never seen him in
small
class.
talk bit, I guess, and then there is
Is
an
this
actual
small
topic bit. I fucking guess so, because I went to
Whoover,
start it and then
or
you started
it's
asking.
up to whoever
What happens
is
if I just
hosting
ran up and
the
farted in the
episode.
mic right now? What would you
I
do?
would be very, very upset.
It's
I'll
up.
just let it out silently.
Look, I'm just gonna
Why?
it
I'm gonna
right
move
now.
my
It's up
fucking
to
water.
whoever's hosting the episode to segue into the topic
Yeah.
of the episode.
And we've all
And
hosted.
you know, I think
This
that's
is the
This is
first
the first
Apple-
episode.
ample time to segue into.
But
I've given
Cyber,
cyber segue into the topic.
this is the
Topic!
we're not-
I just wanted to know if there was fucking small talk, but I
I
guess
feel like this
There
might.
isn't.
none of you have
Fucking
anything
unprofessional.
We've-
I mean, I do,
we've
but that would be
literally-
like a whole
We've
different
literally
topic.
described what you're wearing. That was our small talk.
That was
you
your
should have
small
known
talk.
we had nothing prepared.
Genuinely, I
when
think we
were
should scrap
describing
this
you.
and start again. But I don't think we will.
No, we're gonna go with this, baby.
Oh.
This
Right,
is the
so-
first one.
We did
Yeah,
it live.
of course it was gonna go horribly. There's 4 of us.
This
Right.
is the first one, but not the first one we recorded.
No, not the first one we recorded.
Which
That's what
almost
was
makes
behind the
this
curtain.
worse.
Yeah, makes this worse. We should be a bit more professional.
Yes, but I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that this is the only one we're doing in person. So
How do
apologies.
you know?
Okay.
If we do a second one in person, it's going to be like, listen, this is our public apology. We didn't mean for this to happen, but I guess you.
Happy little accident. I feel like the audio is going to be really badly balanced in favor of Turtle Guy, so I'm going to
Oh,
move.
that's
the mic.
I
definitely-
am such a
So
loud
everybody's like
individual.
spiked it like
We
5
probably should have
times now.
tested the audio before we started.
Take a sip every time.
You know, I
Turtle Guy
probably should have.
scripts the audio.
Apologies for the sudden gap there. I have been
Simon had to
advised.
check the audio because he forgot to check the audio at the start of this recording.
Audio podcast.
Way to just completely
What?
throw the.
I'm here to give the audience
You threw
honesty.
me. You threw me
Honesty.
under the bus. If there was a bus coming and someone was stealing candy,
I
you'd
threw
blame
you
me
under
and
the
throw
bus.
me
I
under the
threw
bus.
you over the bus. I am driving the bus.
I am the
I
bus.
ripped that totally from The Apprentice.
I have never seen The Apprentice.
Yes,
But
you have.
oh, I have watched
You
it.
do watch
I've
it.
watched
You're
it.
lying
We
to
have
the
several
audience.
conversations about The Apprentice. You are a liar, Cyberprime.
I am. I
You're a
am.
liar and
No.
a cheat.
Hoover.
I am
You're
not-
a liar.
Honesty.
I am not a liar.
You are a liar,
You are-
actress, gonna fuck it.
You are fake like the Louis Vuitton from China.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
You
But
will
I,
get an Oscar for this.
I love how the
I am-
podcast has just turned into all 3 of us against Cyber. Like,
This is
harassing
literally, yeah, we're gonna start like stoning him and we're gonna burn him, the witch.
One of us
I-
will die at the end of this
By
podcast.
episode 5, we have to be like, guys, Cyberprime isn't doing the podcast
Cyber
anymore.
is dead. And
Okay,
also suing
well,
us.
I don't have. I'm not a liar, but I don't.
Cybercrime getting ahead of the allegations.
Listen, I know,
For the
I'm
record,
a liar.
I didn't lie.
I'm trying to fucking
Kingpin, like,
segue.
I'm not an innocent man, Mr.
That's
Murdoch.
segue. Don't go. I'm not a liar.
I'm
That's
part
segue.
of this. Listen, I am not a liar, but I have a bad memory. Why don't we talk about memories today, ladies and gentlemen?
That's
Today's
not our topic.
topic is video game memories. memories.
That's our topic.
That is
Well
our
done.
topic.
Well done.
And just because also people were angry at me, my advisors behind the scenes, the way this podcast also works is that every week the hosts will change and they decide the main topic for the day.
Go
I
around
asked
in
them
the
to do
body
that.
circle, mate.
Today I am
So you
hosting,
can
and
decide
my
what
topic
episode to tune out.
exactly,
Yeah,
but the
probably all the
names
Turtle Guy
probably
ones, 'cause
won't be
they
in the
suck.
title, but you'll be able to hear that anyway.
You'll
The
know.
Turtle Guy extravaganza.
You'll know by whoever speaks first.
Exactly.
But again, that
Unless
could be
it's Turtle
Guy
Guy.
regardless of the episode.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, okay.
Turtle Guy uses
Video
the
game
emulator.
memories, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't remember.
What's video game?
Do you have video games?
What's a
Hoover?
memory?
What is a memory?
Please
Who
help
are
me.
I
you?
don't know how to help you.
Who are these people? It's a
So
little Jerry Seinfeld.
what's the
thing.
okay? Let's get straight in. What's the first
Game
game?
Boy!
I hate you
You're
so
not
much.
contributing. You're just making noises with your
Game
mouth.
I will-
No,
What
I
is-
had a Game Boy.
What is the first ever game?
Let me
you
ask the
remember
question
playing?
before you answer. I'm gonna lose my mind, Cyber. Hold me back.
I'm okay. okay.
Yeah.
For
That was,
all
an,
of you audio
that was an
listeners,
oddly comforting hand on the knee I got from you, Cyber. I feel like I just sat down with my dad. With all the
That
drugs.
was about to give you the talk.
Listen, son.
listen, son,
See,
there's
this
some
made
pretty
worse by
weird
the
ass
fact that
video
Cyber's
games
not
out there.
wearing any clothes.
I did not want that to be the running gag of the episode. Right.
Well,
so-
too bad. You made it the running gag.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the first ever video games that I remember playing and
Asks the
genuinely
question, answers the question.
because
So
no one else was
I
answering.
said Game Boy.
I didn't hear the
You
question.
shouted a Game Boy. Let me correct you there.
Basically, one of the first ever video games that I remember getting properly lost in was Pokemon Diamond, and I played that
I
for a
took
couple of
heroin.
years. I think I got up to the 4th gym badge, got lost, put it away, never touched it for I think a
It
decade,
was-
and then I got it up again and I beat it in like less than a week.
That happened to me.
Yeah,
This
Not
also
with that
happened
game, though.
yeah,
with Pokemon Diamond.
yeah.
It
wow.
happened in, I can't remember the name of the city, but you get to the city
The
and
fashion one.
there's the fashion
Yeah,
contest,
that's where I got.
and you have the fashion Pokeballs. But when you get to that city, there's like whatever the evil team is. It's like Team Galactic or something like that.
Galactic.
They meet you and they're like, we're going to this mountain or something. But I completely forgot about that.
Same.
So I thought I had to beat the fashion show
Same.
to continue. I never did. I gave up on it and have since lost my copy of Pokemon
Aw.
Diamond. But I bought it on the Nintendo Switch.
Hey!
Oh,
I
cool.
haven't played it on the
Oh, I
Nintendo
forgot they
Switch yet.
remastered it.
Same. Actually, yeah, I think I bought Diamond as well, but I have yet to play it.
I need to get it.
Yeah, same. I really love. Nintendo made some banger video games. One of my other favorite video games ever. I think this probably defined.
Ever.
I think this video game defined my like what I
I
like.
know what
in
you're gonna
things
say because it does. It's yeah.
Is
It's the most
Super
you
Smash
video
Bros.
game.
Brawl, and its entire philosophy is a load of different characters from loads of different universes, loads
I
of
think
different
you
franchises.
introduced me into
All
that game.
coming together, and it is fucking divine. It's so good. Everything just being connected, and all the different characters, and the fighter game, and then Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is, well, it's the ultimate. It's amazing.
It's beauty.
It's beauty.
I
I
remember
beat
you-
Hoover every time. It's
the
amazing.
reason why most people bought the Switch.
I think so. Yeah,
I remember
probably.
you bringing me over to your house, like against my will, and then you made me
I
play.
forgot about that. The
you played
adventure
Brawl,
mode.
adventure mode.
You did the
and,
same
yeah.
thing to me. I think you did
It
it
was the
to
first
all
time
of
I was
us.
ever at your
No,
house.
yeah,
we
that
played
happened to
Brawl,
me. We
adventure
played
mode.
the adventure
Yeah.
mode of Brawl.
But we only
Yeah.
got so far. Like it
No,
was.
we finished
No,
it.
we
though.
finished it.
Yeah,
We did
'cause
the
we're
whole
better
thing.
than you, so
I think
we're
I showed
actually-
you the cutscenes afterwards, but we finished it. Me and
I
David
think I
actually
got to
finished it.
when Rob got introduced.
We actually did.
Oh,
we
you
actually
were
did
quite
a,
close to the end then.
We did a couple
No.
things. Like that. I remember going to your house and we played all of War for Cybertron
War for
in
and
one,
Fall of Cybertron.
in one sitting, and I remember that was really cool too.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Fall of Cybertron, fantastic game. It's been revived. You can play the multiplayer on that now if you get mods.
Really?
Yeah, that's an actual thing on PC. I didn't know that.
It's very cool.
I also didn't know you could even buy it still, but you can if you have Steam keys. So that's a thing.
I might have to
Jeez,
track
on
one of those
Steam.
down.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool.
But the thing you were saying about Pokemon, what was it Diamond?
Diamond.
About you play, yeah, that happened to me when I was playing Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah.
So the way Sonic Adventure 1 works is you can play as any of the characters, and I was playing Knuckles because he was my favourite when I was a wee lad.
Hell yeah.
And I got to a boss fight on top of the Eggman helicarrier ripoff, and it was Chaos, but he was like a big he was big, and I was like, oh, that's
Oh, the big water dude.
yeah, he was like extra big. It was like one of his different phases or whatever. And I was fighting him, and I was
Going
like,
through a phase.
fuck me, man, this is really difficult. I like me 10 there, like fuck me, this is hard. And I was
Taken directly from source.
yeah, exactly. This is a quote. I said, fuck me right in the arse. This is a difficult game. So I said, fuck this. I stopped playing it. And then one day I was cleaning out like old games or something. This is like nearly 10 years later. I found it and I was like, oh yeah, the good times. And I put it in and I was like, oh, I'll play Knuckles, my boy.
Yeah.
Blazed through the game, got to that boss fight and I was like, oh yeah, shit, it's all come back to me. Beat the boss fight. Fucking credits started to roll. I was like, what? All those years I was
You were
that
so
close?
close.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
a similar
heartbreaking.
story, I think.
Yeah,
Games
no one
back
cares about your
then-
story.
games
Stone.
back
Okay,
then
yeah.
were-
Oh, okay.
Games back then were insanely difficult because I started out with my little wee Nintendo DS, and I think some of the first
I just hit my
David
knee.
just stubbed his toe.
I just
really
hit my knee.
Some of the first games I had in it was the Transformers game,
Oh.
on your DS.
Pokemon Rangers,
Oh,
Transformers on the
Pokemon
DS.
Ranger.
and Pokemon Diamond. But
Oh, that's
no,
bringing back
no,
memories
I
forgot I had.
no. I just remembered. I had Ben 10 on it. I had the
Oh.
Protector of Earth.
yeah, Ben
Oh,
10
yeah.
Protector of Earth.
I
That
played that at
game
your house.
was-
Tony.
Oh yeah, was
On the
that the one
PS2.
where you...
That game
oh,
was
wait, was it?
awesome.
You had a
Was the,
PS2 version.
was the
I
final
had
boss of
PS2.
that Vilgax?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It was a giant
Because
Vilga.
I couldn't beat it on mine ever. I played it like 20 times, couldn't beat it. I went to my friend's house, he was at the same place. I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. I bet it first try. I went back to my house, couldn't beat it. I beat it for my friend
Turns out
first
you had
try.
like hard difficulty.
Maybe, I don't know. I
It's
never
so-
beat it on my
it's
own
so weird
copy.
because like I remember. So I can't remember what stumped me with Transformers. There was one level of Transformers where it stumped me so hard. You had to. It was like a timed one. Timed missions like always stumped me. But it was so freaking difficult to do. And then the other one, what was it? No, not Power Rangers. Pokemon Rangers.
Yeah.
Pokemon Rangers.
Great game.
Remember how you have to catch the 3 legendaries?
Yes.
What was the fire one? It was Entei.
Entei,
Yeah,
oh.
Entei was such a hard boss. And like Pokemon Rangers is all about, you're circling the enemy as fast as you like physically can.
Yeah.
And you can't break the line, and you can't have them break the line, but you have to like do it super quick. Entei was such a hard boss.
Oh,
Such a hard boss. And yeah, that one stopped me. And then Ben 10, I think I actually did Ben 10 like
Was
grand.
that the one where you fought on the Hoover Dam?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't beat
You could
it.
be forearmed, you could be accelerate, I'm pretty
Accelerate,
sure.
yeah.
You could be
My favorite.
cannonball
Yeah. I
and heat
remember
blast. I think you could only be 4.
Yeah.
Ben 4!
Yeah, no, you couldn't be Diamond Head, which sucked because I really
You
loved
couldn't be
Diamond
Wild
Head.
Mutt, which I was always disappointed.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
loved
weird.
it.
Yeah, Wild Mutt was one of my favorites. Diamond Head was class.
What's the goop one?
The Goop,
Goop?
one,
Goop?
that was Upgrade. Upgrade.
Yeah. There is one
Upgrade.
called Goop.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
an Alien Force.
Awesome.
They had Goop.
Oh yeah. Because everyone kept mistaking an upgrade for goop.
No, they did not.
Yeah, I did.
But wait, Turtle Guy
Everyone
didn't get a chance.
is Turtle Guy.
Let's
Uh,
get Turtle Guy. Give us your.
Let's give
earliest
Turtle Guy the
memories.
floor.
I have so.
Or we never got to
I also played Spectrobes. That was a game that I
What
played.
the
I'm
Fuck
joking.
me then.
I'm
That
joking.
sounds
that
like an
was a joke.
offensive word. Spectro.
Spectrobes. It was
Oh,
Pokemon but
if
fossils
someone-
in space.
You just.
I literally was just googling. That's why I was on my phone. I was just not that game.
Oh,
But
right.
I had a game that was like a Pokemon ripoff about dinosaurs.
I
and it's called-
apologize, Turtle Guy.
called-
This was a joke.
It's called Fossil League. This game is literally just Pokemon, but it's just you're using actual dinosaurs. You travel through time and kidnap baby dinosaurs and then use them to battle. Look at this shit.
What? Oh, this literally, yeah, it's
Yeah.
practically
What the
exactly
fuck?
Pokemon.
It's called Fossil. Oh, literally, I was ridiculous. Anyway, sorry, Turtle Guy. Look up Fossil League though.
The first, okay, so
Go for it.
I joked about it earlier, but the first thing I remember having was Game Boy. It was a little blue Game Boy.
Game Boy
Only-
Advance.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance. I think the 2 games I had on it, I never completed them.
Oh,
So
what
let me
was it?
explain. So the first one was,
Please.
I think it was Super Mario Party or Super Mario something, where you had to like go around and Bowser was being a nuisance.
You just described every Mario
That's-
game.
yeah, that's all of them.
No, but like, okay, so there was this big
Yes,
map,
your generic.
and you had to like
story
roll
to
around on
any
dice or
Mario
something.
Yeah,
and you
Mario
had
Party.
lives. Mario Party.
Yeah, Mario Party
Okay.
on the Game Boy Advance. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you drove around like a little car and you could play as
What?
You sure it wasn't Mario Kart?
Luigi. It wasn't Mario
You
Kart.
sure this is real? Did you have a fever dream? And just
No.
every Mario game blended.
I
Did
got
you
so
have a Game
close.
Boy?
I had a Game Boy.
Who are you?
I don't know anymore. The other game I couldn't complete was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It was meant for
There was a game of that?
Oh my god, I had that game too. It was so fucking
It
hard.
was so hard.
Oh,
I
I'm
think-
gonna be googling
I
all
think-
these games by the
Real
way.
quick question: did any of you have the Pirates of the
Pirates of the Paragon.
Did any of you have the Pirates of the Caribbean game?
No, I had Lego
Black
Pirates of
Pearl.
the
Yeah, I had the
Caribbean.
Lego.
Because that was also really hard as well.
I had it on the
Kids
DS.
games
It was
so
really
hard.
hard.
I had it on the DS. It wasn't. The DS game was just really difficult for
Shit,
some
this
reason.
game was so hard.
The furthest I remember is we got a cousin and he managed to get us up to, you know, the kid that turned Mike TV, the room where he goes to die.
The room where it happened.
They bring him out the back and shoot him out.
Jesus.
Like I remember the running around for the dollar to get your bar.
God. Okay, listeners at home, please, I want you to Google Charlie and the Chocolate Factory video game. I want you to find the cover of the game, and I want you to look on the right hand side of the cover and zoom right in on that creepy little fucker. What the fuck?
Why did Turtle Guy turn into
Oh my god, Turtle Guy, you can't even see the end of that.
Turtle Guy just peaked the peak.
Sorry
So,
for all
Game
you
Boy,
audio
I
listeners.
actually also had a Game Boy Advance. I had a couple of games that really stuck out to me on that. The first one was the original Sonic. I had that on the Game Boy Advance, and it was really fun, but I could only get to the first two levels. Turtle Guy looks like you just watched a car accident happen.
You can get Sonic on the PS now, and I don't know actually how to progress in Sonic.
Sonic Mania.
You just beat the levels.
But I can't.
Well, that sounds more like a you problem, to be honest with you.
Okay,
I don't know how.
But the other
You just
game.
run.
I know, but you can run everywhere.
No, you run forward.
But like you go backwards sometimes.
Yeah,
Then run forward. Keep running forward.
There's an end game. If something gets in your way, go through it.
I'd love to see Hoover doing like a sprinting marathon.
He just sees
He's
the
like
crowd.
at the Olympics.
He just starts T-posing and flies into the sky.
What other Game Boy
They just have
Advance
to
game
keep
did
running
you
forward.
have?
They run into the
I-
crowd
I-
and they're like up the stadium.
I had a few, but the other one I remember playing a lot was The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and it was literally the hardest game.
Oh,
That
I
also
hated
had a game?
that.
I didn't know that.
No.
I didn't know that was a game, but I hated that TV series.
Really?
TV series. I can't speak for some reason.
These little fucking gnomes.
That
oh,
thing
my God.
scared the shit out of me.
It was very violent.
Especially the spider episode where Mandy turns into a spider for some reason.
And remember that
It
guy
was
had a son.
So creepy.
One of the kids had a son that was a spider. Remember that?
It was probably the stupid
No,
one.
Billy had a kid, but I
Yeah.
thought, yeah.
It's either Billy or Mandy.
No, but they had a friend with glasses. I thought it was him, but no, it was Billy. And also, there's an episode where we'll get back to video games.
And they're
but
friends
there's
with the
an
Grim
episode-
Reaper for some reason.
That's a
Jamaican
cool
Grim
concept.
Reaper.
though.
Yeah.
The reason they're friends with the Grim Reaper is because Billy's guinea pig died, and they trick him. Then the Grim Reaper shows up to take the guinea pig, and then they trick him into being their best friend. I can't remember how it worked, but anyway, there's an
It's
episode
like
where
in Sims where you try to.
oh, I
before-
always used to try and marry the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Right after I drown all my Sims in the pool. But actually, that's a video
You
game memory
locked
for you.
them
I'll
in
talk
the-
about
There
in a
you
minute.
go. You're
I've
back
never
on
actually
topic.
played Sims.
But in Billy and Mandy, there's an episode where he was trying to get to a lemonade stand, and he flew through the air and scraped his entire face across the tarmac, and he lifted his face up, and his face was just a skull, and it
Jesus.
scared the shit out of me. That and then
That's
there was
a
an,
Mortal Kombat.
Do you
for
remember
example.
like
Yeah,
the
literally-
Pinky Winky dog? It wasn't Pinky Winky, but it was like a pink dog, and they were
vaguely.
Oh, Courage.
No, that's
yeah,
Courage.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, and he lived in like
No,
the
no, no,
desert with
middle of nowhere.
these elderly people.
Yeah, with,
this elderly
Muriel
couple,
and-
and there was like weird alien shit going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I'm
The-
That was a freaky one too.
The other thing that used to freak me out was we will get back to video games. I
We're
promise.
getting into like
But-
childhood memory.
That's fair enough. I don't mind.
There's an episode of SpongeBob where they're moving Squidward's couch, and the couch comes down on his foot and rips his toenail directly out his foot. And it's so. And every time I watched it,
Oh,
'cause
is
it
that
was
one of the parts of SpongeBob where they do it in unnecessary detail?
not like painted, but like it was.
Oh,
You
right.
literally see the toenail come, and then bits of pink flesh tearing, and I was like,
Oh, Jesus.
"This is vile." I always had a thing that I was always afraid of. For me, was getting fingernails and toenails getting pulled out, and that really triggered that. for me.
That happened to
This
me one time.
It's
I
horrifying.
kicked the sandbag and then went.
That happened to my pink toe. I lost a whole nail on my pink toe.
Gross.
Mine was my big
I
toe.
do not remember it.
Oh,
though.
way to one up a guy.
No, I'm just saying. I was kicking a
Vigo
sandbag.
Mortensen.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I can bring it back to
This
video
guy just
games.
brought his fucking
No.
whole hand to be like the emperor
Speaking
of
of
the Sith.
nails
I
getting
can
ripped
no,
off.
God no! I can bring it back to video games with SpongeBob and the Game Boy. I remember having. Why is Cyber looking at me
I
like he's
completely,
about to eat
I
me?
completely forgot
Well,
I had
now
the
hold
SpongeBob
on.
movie game on the
Yeah,
PC.
I had the SpongeBob movie game on
PC.
the Game Boy.
So did I! Do you know what the best part about that is? And this is the weirdest thing ever, but I say it in the video.
Oh,
I say it in
The
the video.
Walking- yeah.
In the first episode of The Walking Dead Telltale video game, when you walk out of the gate at Clementine's house, that sound effect of the gate opening is in the SpongeBob, the movie, the game, on the PC. Could be on other versions too, but it's definitely in the
Definitely
PC
on the
port.
PC.
Fuck me, that game was so good.
That
Anyway,
was
sorry.
good.
Turtle Guy, continue. That game is so good.
That
though.
was really
Oh,
good.
I'm freaking out. I'm
just
loving
a-
That
this.
reminded me
I'm
of two more
agreeing with
classic
it.
games in my
I have
Like-
so many memories now.
I remember. I think the last fight was you fight with like King Neptune, but there was one of the fights. If you remember the motion picture, SpongeBob the movie,
The motion
you
picture.
fight the
picture.
bad guy on David Hasselhoff's back, and it's
Yeah.
a level. Oh, it's so good. I also remember, I think the Game Boy game was one of the only games I completed, and that you could also save the levels, or like there was like.
That was the thing. A lot of the Game Boy games you weren't able to save.
Well, now when I think about it, a lot of the games Turtle Guy play, he doesn't complete. When was the last time you played Red Dead Redemption 2, Turtle Guy?
Yeah.
When did you complete Red Dead? Did you complete Red Dead Redemption 2?
I've completed that game. Since Turtle Guy's owned it, I've completed Red Dead 3 times. And he has never
You've
completed
also
it.
watched a bunch of TV shows as well.
Yeah, you're just really bad at being a person, aren't you?
Well, you know, maybe I know when to stop. When everyone's happy.
You don't stop midway through a good game.
He just took a swing when everyone's happy, and he just took a swing of his palm.
No one's ever happy in anything ever. Not to get extra.
Doesn't Red Dead start off with them running from people?
It
Like,
starts off with like 3 of their
Red Dead
friends have
starts
died.
with like half of them dying and they're like, let's get out of the snow.
Turtle Guy really knows the happy parts.
Listen,
The-
you know, this is why I play Lego games.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
had
they got cancelled.
Shut your damn mouth.
a game in my head, but I'll let you someone else go. 'Cause I'm-
Speaking of Lego games, there were 2 Lego games I also had on the PC that I would play alongside the SpongeBob one. I would like go from close one, go straight into the other one. One of them was a Lego.
Refused to sleep, eat. You were just there like.
Gotta
Legos.
start young, Turtle Guy. But one of them was like a Lego Technic Racer kind of thing.
Lego Speed Racers. maybe.
Lego Speed Racers, maybe, yeah. But
Really?
I was so bad at it that I came up with a narrative. I came up with a story. So basically, what would happen is I'd get really bad, I'd try my best, and everyone would overtake me, and they would be that far ahead of me that I would never see them for the rest of the race. So I used to think and make up a story in my head that I was the guy that would check the track and make sure it was all nice for the rest of the
That's
racers.
hilarious. I
And
used
I
to do
would
that
go
on-
around slowly. And that's how I played
You're
that
like
game.
the kid that like all the other kids abandon, and you're like, I'll check if the perimeter's safe or something.
Yeah, he's the
This is
barometer.
gonna be really obscure, but does anyone remember? It was kind of around that time when like the first Legolands were being built, and they released a really.
Is this the second game that I
PC
was
game?
about to mention?
It was PC.
Lego Railroad Connect.
No,
created?
not
Oh.
Lego
Lego
Railroad.
Universe?
It was called Lego Universe, and it was like
Those minifigures look so cool.
you
Was that
played
the
as
online one?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
online. You played as like you could like design, you could like customize your
Most
Lego
Lego games have,
minifigure.
like,
And
weird
it was like
dark
it was
plots.
really cool. I can't remember anything about it apart from you could customize your Lego minifigure. It was called Lego Universes. That's
Oh.
all I remember. Does anyone remember this game?
I do.
Yeah,
I
I
do.
remember
I
that.
remember trying to make an account and then it just wouldn't work.
I actually
I think I was.
I
in the
think I
same
got like
boat.
really because I remember I think I tried it and like something happened to me like I lost like a piece of gear on something and I found it really difficult afterwards. so
You
I
were
just gave up.
attacked. The video game came to life and punched you.
while we're on Lego games, did I ever tell you guys the story of how I lost my Nintendo DS?
And do go on.
So I was
Turtle Guy looks like Turtle Guy literally just rubbed his hands.
Turtle Guy was
outside.
like a fly on a.
So
on a
I was
piece
like, yes, well I stole David's
was
DS.
there.
Turtle Guy just pulled out my Nintendo DS and started playing it. That was really weird.
Did I ever tell you the story of
Um,
how I found Nintendo DS?
No, I was. We were coming home from a holiday and we were in the airport and I had like a little bit of money left
It's
over.
always in the airport.
Oh, well, it is worse than this. So
Oh,
we. I had a little bit of money left over and there was like a game shop there. So I was like, I'll get something for my DS for the flight home. We were coming from Australia, so it was a long flight. So I went in.
You could complete the whole game.
Well, that was my thinking.
Speedrun.
So I found Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4. 'cause
A
they released
poor
2.
Lego game, I would say.
Well, I wish I knew. Hoover. So I bought the game and I'm playing it. Well, no, when we get on the plane. I waited to start the game when we were on the plane. I got on the plane, put the thing in, playing away, and I beat Philosopher's Stone. I'm satisfied with that. That's a good place to leave it for the minute. Gonna get.
Wonder what happens to Harry and his friends.
Gonna get a bit.
Young
Of
David was very sensible.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a bit of shut eye now. It's been a long. Like, I was like maybe.
How old were you?
I was 10.
24.
I need my shut eye now.
So I put
I
my
can't
hat.
be playing games.
I put my hat down
constantly.
over my face and I crossed my.
You get your eye mask on.
Yeah.
Kick out your feet.
So I finished it. I put my DS. Now I'm pretty sure this is what happened. I put my DS into the little pouch in front of me.
Yeah.
Took my
I've
glasses
been on
off.
planes.
Well,
Good. Thanks, Turtle Guy,
thanks
for
for the
your
input.
contribution.
I got some sleep. I wake up, I watch a movie or whatever, and then we land. And I get my shoes on, put my glasses on, I get my bag, and I go. And I didn't bring my Nintendo DS with me.
Left it in the
And
pouch.
I'm so
Oh.
upset that I never know. Whatever
Some
happened to
person
Harry in the
hopped on
gang,
that
you know?
plane
But
was-
I'm convinced to this day that there's some fucking bitch
Oh.
from fucking what's the Australian airline called? With the
Delta
kangaroo.
Air
Delta
Australia?
Airline.
Kangaroo planes.
Oh, what's it called? Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, guys.
They're boomeranging back again.
Boomerang Air.
Run it back.
I don't know. I'm
Qantas.
spitballing.
I'm convinced some bitch from Qantas.
Hey, language.
I'm convinced some fucking bitch from
Person.
Qantas.
God damn it.
I'm convinced that a steward from Qantas,
There you go.
the bitch.
Fucking steward, bitch.
I'm convinced that a steward from Qantas was going through the final check, like putting the seats up, opening the blinds, peeked into the little pouch and was like, "Oh, that's a lovely black Nintendo DS." Popped out the cartridge. Oh, Lego Harry Potter, years 1 to 4. Well, la dee da. Popped it in, and they now know. They know what happened in the Chamber of Secrets. They figured out what happened to the prisoner of Azkaban, and you better believe they put their name in the Goblet of Fire. But little Davy didn't. Fucking Qantas. Anyway, so that's
David, I have a question. Have you seen the Harry Potter movies?
yeah, but it's
It
not
might
the
help
same.
you.
It's not the same when I'm not able to build a little.
It's not the same when they don't look like little.
It's not the same when I'm not going.
David, do you want us to go out of the way?
It's
and
not
buy
the
you a
same when I
DS?
can break my
Buy
Lego
you a-
allies up and then they
Yes.
reform afterwards.
That's the sound of anyone.
I mean, yeah.
But I've got 2 weird stories about finding games. So
You were out in the woods.
You were
one
in an
night,
airport
and you
and
dug
you
up a
found
hole
a
and you
copy
found a
of,
haunted
Mortal
disc.
Kombat.
I found
Some
Jumanji,
Stupid
the
idiot
video
left
game.
their black Nintendo DS with Harry Potter year 1 to 4.
It was a weird coincidence that I happened to be on a plane. I found the exact. It was weird, but it wasn't mine. I swear.
It's like no one ever checked it.
It said property of air stewardess, bitch.
Yeah, Mrs. Bitch. I was like, what? At least she's married though. But anyway, yeah. So one time, my one of my parents' car was like had to get worked on, so they had to rent a car for like a week. And as a child, I was like rooting around in it, looking for secrets, as kids do. And
No,
gotta
you
find the
said
Autobot
Harry
symbol.
Potter and the
In-
gang.
in between the little bit where like the seatbelt buckle thing is, like where you put the belt in, there was a fucking hamster game, like for the Nintendo DS. And I was like, well, that's a free game, and I played the shit out of it because it was free. And then one time I was in my back garden, and I was
Just digging holes.
It
You,
fell out of the sky.
you found
Just-
buried there your
just-
Harry Potter
just
game.
eating
Your
worms
parents
and
took it.
throwing dirt. And I was
You found
I
the
had like a
forest.
ball or something. I was on my trampoline. I had a ball. And the ball went under the trampoline. I went under to get it, and then I found a Game Boy cartridge, faded and rained upon, of Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase.
I remember that.
That sounds like the beginning of a horror film.
Yeah, and I
You
played
just-
it, and then I got sucked
That
in.
sounds like the start of a creepypasta.
Mark
actually.
Zuckerberg's like,
Yeah,
We're
he
in
was-
the game, guys.
welcome to the
I
simulation.
love that Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase. And then there was did I have a DS game for?
There were
Scooby-Doo
PC games
movies?
of Scooby-Doo, and I had 2 of them.
Did they come in like a CD case?
I can't remember, but I had
I
the
think I
cowboy
do
one and
remember
I had the
Scooby-Doo
medieval
game
one.
coming in a CD
I had
case.
the do you know that's so weird that you say that? One of the if not the first game I ever played was a Scooby Doo and the Black Knight's Ghost video game.
Oh,
the one
really?
We were talking about, yeah, and I couldn't beat it. I had no idea what the fuck was going on, and I'd love to go and play it now.
I beat both of them, but I'm pretty sure there was way more than 2, and I don't.
There
I think
was because
only
I
ever
had
those 2.
that one and I had an Egyptian one.
Oh, I had the Egyptian
and
one.
the
I had the
Chinese
Egyptian
one.
one. I didn't have the Chinese.
I beat the I beat the Egyptian one. That was
I
the only one.
had the Egyptian one. I completely forgot about that one though.
I think I remember a Scooby-Doo game being for the DS.
Or
You played as Shaggy. No,
I remember.
you
one,
just played as Scooby and you went around collecting like hamburgers and stuff like that.
I remember one where you played as Shaggy and Scooby, and you had like this book where it would suck up the ghosts.
Oh, the Night of 100 Frights or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I think it was that. There's a really big ghost you fight, and it scared the shit out of me because you'd walk through doors and you see this big fucking fucker, and he'd have. Look it up. It's way more. It's like a big monkey ghost, and he'd be like in a big cloak, scariest shit ever.
Was that?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Turtle guy
that's
just
it.
jumped out of his seat.
That's it.
Can I see? Oh no, I don't get to see, ladies
I
and
was
gentlemen.
just
But
wondering about-
you know, Scooby Doo,
Oh.
Harry Potter,
Had all
many
the
other
classics.
characters we've mentioned, they've all been in one Lego game.
Oh,
Lego
dear.
Dimensions, my bread and butter.
Whereas I like to call
My
it Lego
life.
Dementia because I can't remember the game.
Oh, Lego failures.
Funny-
is what I like to call it.
Funny that you
Toys
mentioned
to
Lego
life,
Dimensions
huh?
because those kind of games there was Skylanders, which was great. Everyone remembers
Thanks.
Skylanders, yeah.
I remember. Actually, bringing it slightly back to when David said we'd all go to Cyber's house. He'd kidnap us, throw us in a van, and make us play Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Bro,
Brawl.
Bro, sorry.
You will be.
You look so genuinely
He
sorry
literally
about
looked like a samurai who'd failed the honor of his family.
I failed.
He started crying.
Yeah, it was. Thanks for cutting out the crying and weeping.
No, anytime.
But
25
That's what I
minutes.
pay
of
Eddie
it.
for.
25 minutes of cutting and editing.
30. It was the 5-minute intro.
But
Yeah.
I remember I brought over, I think it was Trap Force, and there was so many bits to it. I remember I brought Lego Dimensions over, and that was
Trap
once...
Force is when it went downhill.
Trap Force
Shut
fell off.
your damn
Plus
mouth.
ratio.
Well,
No,
Swap Force
no.
was the first one I got.
Here's how it goes.
I had
Okay?
the original in
Here's how it
Giants.
goes.
I didn't play
There
it.
was-
I played GTA.
There was Skylanders, which was awesome. I
Spyro's
have
Adventure.
I have 31 out of 32 of the original Skylanders.
I have
I don't have frickin'
30.
What was the
some-
legendary one you didn't have?
It was Sunburn. No, it's
Actually, I
it's
remember.
a fire one.
I
three
have.
of the fire ones. I have the Knight, the Magma Dude, the Fire Elf. It was the Phoenix. It was
I
Sunburn.
have the Phoenix.
Yeah.
But also, while we were
Cyber's
walking,
getting rubbed tonight.
me and Hoover. Funny you should say this. Me and Hoover were walking down a shopping center one time, and I looked into the window. I was like, "Hey, there's a Skylander I don't have. It's Whamshell." Hoover went in and bought Whamshell.
I do remember that. I didn't have Whamshell either, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm getting him."
Yeah. No, in all fairness, Hoover did ask in fairness. I'm not going to paint him as the
But,
villain. He was
but,
very polite, but it was
Where
funny.
was it? Where was it? Skylanders, the first one, was awesome. Skylanders Giants
Was
was
cool.
brilliant. I loved the Giants. I never got Ningini. Ningini was the one freaking giant I
The
couldn't
one that
get.
got away.
I don't even
Ningini was
remember
like the
Ningini.
most popular giant, but like you could not find her anywhere.
Well,
I
tells
don't
you a
get
lot about
all of the other
kids.
giants, but not Ningini.
I only
Then
had
there
like
was
4.
what was it? What was the third one? Turtle Guy. You know the third one.
Swap Force.
Swap Force.
That was the third one.
Swap Force was great. Swap
That's the
Force
one
was
I
really
got in
cool.
on. I remember I was saving up
You
all
only
my
got in
money.
on Swap
Wait,
Force?
that's
Yeah.
so weird. We were playing it before you.
Yeah.
But he was
I
up there.
got in on Swap Force.
Whoa.
I remember I saved up all my monies because it looked so cool. Went to GameStop. The friendly GameStop employee told me we don't have it in stock, but we do have the Dark Edition, which is like €25 extra. And I'm like, take my money.
Fuck me, compared to nowadays, like different editions were way cheaper back then.
So Turtle Guy in my eyes is like the toy to life. Is that what they're called? That
Toys
kind
to
of
life,
yeah,
yeah.
toys to life guy. Like you played
He
them all.
is.
I
What
played
would
the
you
3 big ones.
What would you say was the best one? Even if you want to get very specific into like which version or whatever.
Skylanders was good gameplay wise. Lego had so many cool little figures though. But
No,
that's also
so-
because
Yeah,
at my
Lego
bar-
was
But
like.
see,
multi-
whenever
I
I
also
think-
have all. I have all three. I had the Skylanders. I had Disney Infinity.
See, when
And
I
I
think
had
of
Lego
Turtle Guy and that
Dimensions.
kind of thing, I always think of Disney Infinity. Mainly
Disney
because that's the
Infinity
start
was
of your
great.
channel, your YouTube channel.
Disney
started with that.
Infinity was alright. The way Disney Infinity worked is that you had to buy, like Skylanders. It's like you have the whole game, you have the whole story. But the way Disney Infinity worked is you had to buy each different story.
Yeah.
So you had to buy the story pack for Toy Story, or you had to buy the story pack for Cars and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So
Car-
Disney Infinity.
Cars,
was-
Toy Story, Lone Ranger, and then the 3 they gave you with the star kit was,
It was
Monsters
Incredibles,
Inc.,
Monsters Inc.
Incredibles, Pirates of the Caribbean.
No.
But
Nice.
Disney Infinity was alright. It was good. It was good.
Decent.
Lego Dimensions
Really good story.
was shit.
What?
Oh.
Contentious.
Hoover's about
Why-
to die!
Why? Because
Was Lego Dimensions your favorite?
I think well, you see, I
You're a
like...
Lego kid.
You're
I
a-
liked
you're a
Lego
Lego
and I
guy,
liked
though.
Skylanders, and it was a perfect marriage of both. And plus, there was like so many cool themes. Like there was Doctor Who, Lego Doctor Who, that blew my fucking
no,
mind.
but you see, for me is
There was
I grew
Lego
up with
Beetlejuice.
Skylanders.
I don't know why,
Why
they
would they
make
be-
Lego Beetlejuice.
Why would they choose Beetlejuice? I have no idea why.
But like, Lego Dimensions came out when like that.
Oh yeah,
was,
when
that
like
was
shit
dying.
was going downhill.
Like that, like those kind of games were dying with me. Like I had a Lego Dimension. I had my Skylanders, and Skylanders was great up to
Did you
Swap
stop
Force.
at Trap Team? We didn't get Trap
My
Team.
brother got Trap Force,
Trap Team.
and I never
Trap
played
Team.
it.
Trap Team.
It was Trap Team.
Were there 4 or 5? Because I know there was the car one.
There was the car one. No one
Hold on.
remembers the car one.
So we stopped at there was Swap Force. There was
Yeah.
Trap Team. There was Superchargers, I believe,
Oh, yeah,
unless
that
I'm
was the car
forgetting
one.
one.
That had
And
Donkey
then there
Kong
was
in it.
Imaginators
Oh yeah.
with Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, you could
you make
straight
your
up
own
make
Skylanders?
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, but you had to go find the parts in the game. A lot of it was so much pay to win because you needed your own created character of a certain element to get into big sections of the game. You also needed a car from the previous game. You were already broke before you bought the game.
Wait, the cars from the previous game worked?
They really wanted that.
Did the
game to work.
Giants work all the way throughout?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
they did.
All
yeah,
of
but they
them.
also got like really weak.
So
Oh, okay.
all of like literally, anyone from the first one could work in any of them.
That was lame.
They work like so. First game works all the way through. Second game works all the way through, apart from the first game because it didn't exist.
Yeah, yeah. I just always thought that they kind of took away
Giants
the
and
special
Swap
ones.
Force were great. They were peak. Giants and Swap Force. Were
Swap
peak.
Force. I remember Swap Force.
I only got up to
I
Giants.
got like a lot of the Swap Force ones.
Trap
even
Team
like the
was just not my cup
variant
of tea.
ones.
They had Trap Team now. I will say had cool figures because some of them
I think I
they all
loved
had
the
crystal
gimmick.
objects, and when you put them down, like the crystal bits would light up when you
Oh,
put them on the portal.
That is cool.
But like, that was the extent. I didn't like having to get the trap. I think when Trap Team came out, I realized this is really just a money making
Yeah,
scheme.
no,
Yeah.
because you needed.
I didn't cop on
You
when
needed
Swap Force
like
came out.
8 traps to get every villain. Then there was the Chaos Trap, which was basically a giant fucking. Good luck getting that one.
Oh. Is that to
'Cause-
get chaos?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
could
they were
trap every
so
villain.
hard to find.
Oh.
And then the whole thing was you could play as the villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool
But
concept.
then, like, different element, you would have, like, 3 different green villains, and you would either have to get 3 different green traps,
Which,
Or-
if memory serves, they were like 9 quid each.
yeah, or you
Oh.
could just swap, or you just have to lose the one you had and get the new one.
Interesting.
Trap Team is where I realized people are just trying to make money.
But I guess that's kind of like with everything now, because nowadays there's always like microtransactions filling up everything. And
They did a bunch
Yeah.
of microtransactions in. I don't. Yeah, it was. I think they started it in the car one.
and then
Superchargers.
Superchargers, yeah.
Superchargers is
But-
the only one you can buy digitally now.
Oh, that is interesting.
Because
But
I got it a while back ago to replay it, and then I.
nice.
Why
now,
would you buy it digitally? You wouldn't have the thing.
I'm
You wouldn't have the portal.
I bought the
I'm
portal.
trying to progress.
Oh.
I was just gonna say, why don't we skip on to
Let's
another game?
drive away
David,
from
what is
Skylanders.
another game that you have a memory of? Because you haven't been in Skylanders.
Well,
you weren't
I
a
was
toast-to-life
just
kind of guy.
when we were talking about things that piss us off. Let's
Oh.
say.
Turn the guy.
I was just that's why I made full eye contact. No, I talked about this in a video, I think, but Transformers on the DS, which Hoover mentioned earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, in that game, you could see the full list of unlockable vehicles.
Yeah.
At the very bottom of that list was a fighter jet.
Oh, yeah.
And I never knew how to get it. Now, I said the wrong information in the video. I thought, originally, when I first Googled it, it was a Target exclusive. It wasn't.
Oh.
What you had to do was you had to go and play online and get 2,500 Wi-Fi tokens. But nowhere does
What
it
is
ever say
Wi-Fi
that.
tokens?
News to me, too. So I'm sitting there, all I want to be
Didn't
is a
even know you
jet.
could play online.
Me either. All I want to do is be a jet, you know? And they wouldn't fucking let me be a jet. So fuck that game. I'm curious though,
I have.
because I'm having a mild.
You could be
stroke.
a helicopter though.
Yeah.
Be a helicopter. It's not
I
the
don't
same
know- I
though.
don't know
Starscream
why.
was my guy, and I couldn't be a jet. But yeah, I have a question. What? Well, you guys kind of just answered. But what franchises were big in your youth for you?
Crash Bandicoot,
Mhm.
Rabbids, like
What?
the kind of
I think rabbits.
Rabbids.
Rabbits, yeah.
Raymond Raven rabbits.
Yeah. And then Raymond died and the rabbits fucking took over and ate his corpse, I guess.
Nice.
Wait, was Raymond in the Rabbits?
There was a
Yeah.
game called Raymond Raven Rabbits. Rayman Raving Rabbits.
Oh, but they came from Rayman.
I think so.
Oh, and now they're
And
in
now-
Mario Galaxy and shit. That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird stuff.
They're just
I remember
universe
having-
hopping bunnies.
Yeah.
I remember my brother had
Or
a
an Uno.
PSP, and there was a Cars game we played on it.
What was
There
it? The Cars
was-
movie. I had Cars movie game on DS or on
Yeah.
Game Boy. Sorry.
No,
I was just-
PSP, I had it on. Another thing, I want to
I had-
double back
mine's a
because I have
PSP when I got
control
it.
again. But you mentioned the DS. Do you remember Pico Chat?
Yes,
Picto
Picto Chat.
I remember trying to completely
Black
Black
it.
out the
Black it.
screen.
I used to make so many pirate flags.
One of my friends, or actually one of my cousins, said that they got a thing that they could send. They sent it my language has completely changed. Turtle Guy is like at 90 degrees right now. It's very strange.
Yeah,
He
but
laughed and
about-
fell backwards and hasn't moved since.
Yeah, but basically, apparently my cousin was sent this thing, like an animation from their friend. At the time, I was thinking, holy shit, their friend is super talented. But it was basically a time lapse of Homer Simpson going from like really young all the way to adult and then
Oh, I've
to
seen
death
that.
again. Yeah, someone did that in PictoChat, and I was
Oh.
thinking, holy shit, that's so cool. But it turns out, now when I think about it, he was totally fake. They totally like got it from someone else.
The
It was
internet,
yeah, they got it from the internet somewhere.
That actually
Unless
reminds
they
me
took
of...
such long, like,
I-
it would have taken ages, like
I have
weeks.
Great
To
memories
me.
of PictoChat, specifically late at night when me and my sister, my older sister, we both had Nintendo DS's, and you know, it would always be like our bedtime was 9 or something, so we'd go into bed and then we'd open up our Nintendos and you know just throw the cover over it so
Oh,
no one could
classic,
know we're
yeah.
awake, and we would just be sending PictoChats to each other, and those were great times. Those were really good times. Then you
Yeah.
know your mom and
Yeah.
dad would come in and they'd be like,
Oh,
"What are you doing?" And I'd be
You-
like,
The-
"Shut, close
that
Nintendo slipping under my."
that plastic clap of the two screen
That they
thing, yeah.
definitely didn't hear.
Yeah.
I definitely,
Oh,
I
man.
had like I've
Yeah.
gone through several Nintendos. I definitely have one Nintendo that like the
I went
like-
through 3DSs.
I had a
Not a
DS.
3DS. I went through
I had a
three
DSi
Like
for
the-
a week.
I've never broken
I had
it.
you know
a
how
3DS.
it stays in position when you open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I broke whatever that was, so I would open it and I would fall it would fall limp.
You had to like play it from the
What
back.
were
The
those
story
weird...
of how I broke my DS is super embarrassing.
How?
Please
Go
go,
for it.
on.
Because it makes you sound like some kind of ravenous animal
Oh
child.
no.
You're eating it.
Yeah, basically. So I was playing a game. I remember the game. It was Pet Alien. There was a game
Pet
called
Alien?
Pet Alien, and I was playing a boss fight of Pet Alien. I was like, I couldn't beat this fucking boss fight, and I remember I was so angry. I was like, ah! And I just bit the corner of the DS and like it cracked the screen,
Oh
and all the
God.
ink started like flowing. And I was like, what have I done?
Oh god.
And I really
What have I
reevaluated.
done?
I reevaluated everything. Then I was like, oh,
I do have another story.
and then I
about
lost the
DS,
second one. So
but I'm convinced it's fake. So apparently I went over to my cousins and they had
Yeah, that's
this
fake. You
lime-
don't have cousins.
Yeah, they had this
You just
lime
fall.
green DS.
yeah.
But this DS would be incredibly hid. They'd have two. So I think they had the Scooby Doo game, the Cyber Chase, and then they had like two Disney games. They had like a princess one that was actually quite good, and they had the Lion King one, not so good. But they always had to hide it because apparently one of their parents didn't know they had a DS, which upon
How did they
rethinking
get
about
enough
it, it's
money?
like
Did they steal
no,
it?
no,
It
they
was
got it.
smuggled.
No, they got it for like a birthday present or something, or like I don't know.
Someone
something when
gifted them a DS
They were gifted it or something like that, but they
for a
couldn't tell.
birthday.
They couldn't tell the other parent about it, which doesn't.
Someone
Either
really
they were
loved them.
gifted it or they bought it with their own money, but their only instruction was to keep it hid from the other parent, which.
Keep it
That's
secret,
either
keep
really
it safe.
weird. Now, I don't know. Apparently, last I checked in on this story, they were still keeping it hid, but like
To this day.
To this
to
day.
this
this
To
day,
this day.
I don't know about that. I
That's-
think kids are pretty dumb. You're gonna leave that kid. We
When
left
did
that
they
lying
get this
around
DS?
so much.
Oh yeah. Oh absolutely. Man,
Because,
DS
like,
was
we'd be
everywhere.
playing on the DS, and then we'd go, hey, let's go fall down a hill or something. Oh, sure! And then leave the DS out in the open.
Did you fall down many hills in your past?
No, I
explains a
fall
lot.
down a hill, but in a car.
What?
What?
That's why he lost the use of his hands and now he's the sorcerer supreme.
Does anyone remember that weird DS they came out with, which was just a
A
totally
2DS.
Oh, the 2DS.
No,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was just totally
Yeah,
flat. Like
2DS.
you couldn't flip it.
Yeah,
That's the
2DS.
What a
2DS.
shit DS.
That's just a Game Boy.
That's
at that
a
point.
brick!
That's just a new Game
And
Boy.
I know bricks!
That was like a plate asking to be broken.
Yeah.
I
That's
never had
And
that.
if I had eaten that, I would have eaten
Did
it.
they-
And it looked edible. That's,
Did they still sell
Yeah,
DS?
what's with that?
David
Why did
tests
the new
every game
Nintendo
console
stuff
like
it
look
looked, yeah,
edible?
my PS5 is a chunk
Does
tiny
a
now.
Switch look at it? Would you eat
No.
a Switch?
I'd eat the
I
Joy-Cons.
mean, maybe.
If I put a Switch right in your eye view, would you?
No, I'd eat the
it?
Joy-Cons
I mean,
if they
there's
were
one of my
colour
eye
phones.
view right now, and I've been kind of like throwing them from the mouth for a
Okay,
while.
moving on. That reminds me. Please don't eat my gaming consoles. But Hoover.
You
I
know
don't
that
why this popped
PS5
into my
looking
head.
real like a sandwich.
But you, I think it was David eating Joy-Cons, but you had problems with your Joy-Cons, didn't you?
I ate them.
Yes, David came over to my house recently and ate all my Joy-Cons. No,
Hoover heard like scrambling at the foot of his bed and turned on his light, and I'm just eating
Nibbling
Joy-Cons.
them.
This is
like a
kind
little
of
rat.
video game related, but like I got a Switch like
They are Joy-Cons.
ages ago.
It's
when-
kind of video
when-
game related. I got a video game console.
Anyway, I got a Switch like ages ago when it first came out, and I
remember.
got 2 more controllers for it. So I had 4 controllers for it,
Whoa.
and
He's also Doc Ock. That's why he needed
they're
that.
great. But then like. This has only happened to me within like the last year and a half, 2 years. Actually, no, this has been plaguing me for 2 years.
Ugh.
So the Nintendo Joy-Cons, they have this inherent fault in them called drift, and it's
The
super
Samurai
annoying.
Transformer from
It's
Transformers.
super annoying. Like all my controllers, all 4 of my controllers got this drift. I was like, what the fuck? How did it all get it? At first, it was the only controller that had it was one my sister would always use for Mario Kart, and I was like, I blame you for this problem. And then it happened to all of them. I was like, fuck.
Can I ask you a question? Have you been to Tokyo recently?
No.
Then how come they're drifting?
Well, speaking
Ladies
of
and gentlemen,
No,
speaking of video
We
game
got 'em.
consoles,
No,
So,
I
actually go-
I need to
I
finish
need
my
to go
story.
video
I
game.
need to finish my story because this is getting a lot of rage out of me. So obviously, what do? I search up, can you fix them? And I find out that you can send them to Nintendo,
oh no,
And they
and
will
they
eat
fix
them.
it for free.
They
fix
fix
it
them
for
and
free.
ship them out in their
So
back.
I'm like,
yes,
Hell
send them to
yeah.
Nintendo headquarters and I'll just give you my address.
yeah. I was
You're
like,
like a
hell
Kirby
yeah,
flip.
I want my Joy-Cons fixed. So I send them off, and they have to be sent to the UK to be fixed. They have to be sent to the UK.
Outrageous.
And
Pesky Brits.
so like, I'm without them for a full month, 2
why not
months.
just send 2 of them away and see what happens?
Because they all had the drift!
What?
I was sick of the drift! I wanted them all fixed at once! I
How can you be
sent
sick
all
of the
4
drift, bro? Where's it
to
sit?
them, and like a month and a half goes by, and when they send them back, they send me an email being like, yeah, so actually only 3 of them had the drift,
What?
and
They
the
were
other one was
psychological.
fine. So yeah, we fixed the
What do
tree
you
with the
gotta do?
drift, and the other one's grand. And I was like, that's cool. Thanks for fixing them. A week goes by, and the one they said that had no drift suddenly has drift, and the lights on it don't work. And neither do the side buttons. All the Joy-Cons, they have 2 light side
Yeah.
buttons.
Yeah,
They
man.
don't work either. So I'm like, I sent this perfectly fixed controller to you, and it's come back broken.
I was joking before. I think they genuinely might have chewed on it.
I was furious. So I was
Nintendo,
like,
don't ask
I
any
sent
questions.
They
it
gave it to the
back to
Nintendo
them.
donkey, and he was just eating them.
I sent the controller back to them, being
Nintendogs.
like, this. You told me this was fixed, and you gave me a
Lie.
1-year warranty on it when it came back fixed. So fix it. And they were like, cool, we'll fix it. Another month and a half goes by without this controller. It comes back, and it's not fixed.
It's on fire.
Not. No, it's not. In fact,
A
it
box
doesn't
of
work
ash.
anymore. Like, I charged it, it can't work. It doesn't work. I send it back to them again, and I'm like, it did it. You did fix it. It came back exactly the same. Did you even get the package? I'm like, well, fix it again. They send it back to me, and this time it's fixed, and I'm like, yay, hooray.
And then your house explodes.
Exactly.
Just breaks
Were you
Nintendo
there?
drone strike
No.
gets sent over.
So now, then they were all fine for a while.
Oh,
but,
no.
quite recently, within the last 2 months,
Goody.
like all of them have given out.
Oh.
I have two Joy-Cons that can only be used together because their side buttons don't work and neither do their lights. I have one that just the buttons don't work. I have not a fucking clue how it happened, and I'm too stubborn to send them back because the Nintendo repairing team, they're not even a repairing team because they don't fix
a
anything.
team of apes.
Yeah,
I
they're
think the
literally
plan is
monkeys.
They just break them
Um,
more.
I'm too stubborn to send it back to them.
Well, Hoover, the problem is that the repair team are in a very specific time zone where every day is opposite day. So they just smash them all. And that's the problem you have there.
But that actually reminds me.
Oh, okay.
In terms of smashing, I fucking hate that game.
Smashing!
That's
Smash
All
the
Stars
Pass.
Brawl. That's giving me PTSD.
Great video.
But
Check it out. I ruined his life.
yes, he does, and I still have trauma from it. But have you
What
ever
trauma,
broken
like?
a game?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
I've broken 2 games. I broke Mario and Sonic at the first ever Winter Olympics that
Over
they
your
ever
knee.
did. No,
Rage.
I played it that much that specifically the item shop got broken.
That's such a
You
weird...
could load everything else. I could play the game. I just could not buy anything from the item shop, so I sent it back to the shop that I got it from, and then they just gave me back a new other one, no questions asked. I didn't even have the receipt. But then the other one that I broke was Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Yeah, Fall of Cybertron. I had one specific mission got worn out that much. It was where you played as Megatron that I could not play that, but I could play every single other mission in the game. So I could never 100% it on the PS3 because I could never go back and play that mission. But I have it on the PC now, so I intend to fix that problem.
I never broke any of my games. I kept good care of them.
I did.
I thought I did, but apparently I don't.
I've bought Skyrim.
I only lost some. I only lost Pokemon Diamond.
I've bought Skyrim.
You bought Skyrim?
The entire
Congratulations,
IP.
David.
He
You
bought
bought
I'm
Skyrim.
sorry, I had to count it. I bought Skyrim 6 times.
Oh god.
Wow.
6 times.
Yeah,
Does
so
that include the Alexa version?
no, I haven't bought that one yet. No, so I bought it on the PS3 when like about a year after it came out. I bought it, played it, and it was second hand though. So the disc on the PS3 when you like the little hole where you click it in, there was the smallest little fracture, but it didn't affect the game itself.
Yeah.
But one day I played Skyrim because I was like 12, so I had nothing to do. I played Skyrim for 12 hours straight,
Jesus.
non-stop. I didn't turn the PS3 off or anything. So it was just spinning and spinning and spinning, and it started making this weird noise. And then I specifically remember the quest and everything I was doing. I went out with Falkreath. This is for all the Skyrim people at home. And I was looking for Barbas to do the Daedra's best friend quest. So Barbas, for those who don't know, is a dog that will find you and talk to you in a Danny DeVito accent. And when Barbas ran up to me, I was perplexed at the fact that he looked to be made of Play-Doh. Every single texture in the game just broke. Nothing at all looked right. So I was like, this is weird. So I was like, that's enough Skyrim for one day. Turn it off. And then the game just wouldn't load then from then on.
Oh.
So we were on holiday, and I was like, oh, I'll just buy Skyrim with all the money I have because I'm rich. Because I'm on holiday. And you know when you're on holiday,
Yeah,
you're
like
rich.
20 quid.
Yeah, well, I had enough, so I'm rich. So I bought Skyrim and I brought it home and I put it in. I was like, great, I want to play the Dragonborn DLC. I love the Dragonborn DLC. I want to play it again on my new character. Went to play it, but I bought the disc in America, so none of my DLC would
None
work.
of DLCs worked, yeah.
So
hate
I
that
had to
shit.
bring it back, and I pretended I didn't buy it in America.
I did that with Rocket
Here
League.
you go, this is a game that's totally legitimate. Sold it, and immediately bought Skyrim again in the same shop. I was like, anyway,
Were they not at all suspicious?
here's
like,
Skyrim. I'd like to buy Skyrim now. And they're like,
You wanna
"Why?"
buy
I
this
don't
one
get
you
paid
traded
enough to
in?
question the mind of a child. So I bought Skyrim again, got it working. Then I got a PS4, and I was like, oh no, Skyrim, this is good. And then they announced the special edition, so I bought it on that. But in the meantime of that, between PS3 and PS4, I bought it on PC to mod it. And then I had it on PS4, I was playing that for years. And then I got a Switch, which I've subsequently sold because something happened to it where I couldn't play any of my games. I don't know what. And I bought this Skyrim on that. So I bought it 6 times.
I can just imagine you go into the exact same game shop to trade in your Switch and buy Skyrim again. And
me just
they're
say-
like, hey,
It's
wait
the
a
same
minute.
clerk.
Well, okay,
It's
yeah,
been there
same
for
guy.
every
He's been there
sale.
for 10 years. He's like,
You know,
I
dude.
remember you.
You're the
Stop
Skyrim
trading
guy.
stuff in for Skyrim.
Halt, you violated the law!
Oh, no.
I remember.
But Skyrim is probably my
I
favorite
don't
game. I'd like to talk about favorite games in a minute,
Yeah,
but
we
I haven't. Yeah.
Or
Well,
maybe
I've-
we do that as a separate
Maybe.
podcast because that'd be a lot. I have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
That.
I remember.
I have a lot of.
I
favorite
not
games.
remember breaking games. I remember breaking.
You remember
Say
games.
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad, yeah. I remember the first time I cooked crystal meth.
We need to cook.
Cooking Mama, Bitcoin.
Oh God, no! Just okay. So
Cooking Mama! Oh my god, what
okay,
a
wait,
game!
no.
What
I
a
want to talk about
game,
GTA
Cooking
in a minute,
Mama.
guys. Any day now.
Well,
I'm trying to talk about
actually,
GTA
speaking of
for an hour.
GTA, I can't remember what broke what, but on PSP,
The hammer
it
and the
broke.
game.
A PSP broke Turtle Guy's back.
No, it didn't break my back. We were playing GTA on the PSP. I think
Which
it was
one?
San Andreas.
Did it just suplex
I don't
it?
think that was on
Like,
the
Or
PS4.
whatever,
He
whatever,
ported it
whatever
himself.
the one on
Chinatown?
PSP was, maybe.
Vice City
no,
Stories?
I think it might have been.
Chinatown might have been the
Anyway,
icon.
it broke the PSP, and
Later
then
Vice City Stories.
GTA
and Big
San
City Stories.
Andreas or
Oh.
Simpsons Hit and Run, one or the other, broke our PS2 twice.
Wow.
Damn.
What a game! But can I get into a quick little mini?
Actually, wait,
stand-
just before you do that, just remember in the PS3, I had a PS3 that had it was a slide top, so you'd slide
That's
it,
the one I had.
put this.
That's the
Oh,
one I
I
had.
didn't have
That's the
that
one that
one.
broke
I
That's
Skyrim.
mine out there.
The first PS3 I
Yeah.
bought, it was second hand, and it was really funny because there was so much dust in it that like you had to clean the dust out to play a game. So like every time you had to clean the dust
God.
out.
Wow.
So we had this air can, just compressed oxygen with a straw, and literally like every time we play a game, we'd like open the disc up, like get our disc right, and we'd go like turn it on and just like hope to God it plays.
That's so funny.
Sounds like a nuclear bomb like checkout thing. You're like going to you're trying to like freeze it or some shit.
Well,
Anyway, what is your
the story I had? Maybe ye have your own, but I remember my quest to get a PS5. I did a video series on it. It
Oh, I
lasted
remember
one
this too
episode.
because I
Oh
remember.
yeah, didn't you not upload you recorded one that you never uploaded, didn't you?
David,
No,
were
I
you the
think I
last to get a
uploaded
PS5?
part 2.
I was, and I could have gotten it earlier, but I remember one time I was really tired. Like I'm always tired though, and I was
I
lying in
was
bed
on the
asleep,
alert.
and next
for
thing
my
my
voice.
phone starts ringing, and I was like, I don't care if someone is fucking dying. I refuse to even see who this is. Because it was like 7 in the morning. It was like 8 in the morning, which is early because I think I was out the night
I
before. I was
remember.
probably,
It turned out it was the stewardess bitch.
yeah, she was
Oh.
sure
I
had
have
Bracken's
a
bitch.
Nintendo. I've been
Um,
holding on to
I
it for
finally
8
finished
years.
Lego Harry Potter. You can have it back. I don't want it.
After all these years, I found
Yeah, and
you, my
I
boy.
was just lying there, like probably hungover, and I was like, I just really don't even care what this is. And you were trying to get me a PS5, and Turtle Guy, bless him, did eventually help
I
me
think
get it.
I did it, yeah, eventually.
But
helped
I
you.
was not in the mood that
Yeah,
day.
Turtle Guy helped me get
I
a
helped you.
PS5.
No, because
Yeah,
I
no.
think I kept ringing you. I was like, fuck
It
it,
was-
you're a lost cause.
it was-
I rang you.
So that's why you got one before me, because I was really hungover. So you're welcome.
It was really annoying because I remember the hunt started and Cyber. I think did you get
Cyber
one
was
straight
first.
away?
Not straight away. I was
You were
in
the
second
first.
batch.
You got one though,
Yeah.
like second back.
Fell off
You
a
got
truck.
one first, and
You
then
got one from his
it
uncle,
was
Tony
me and
Soprano.
Turtle Guy were like, yeah, we're gonna get one. We're gonna get one. And
We tried all the places.
I remember.
I was following your Twitter page. I
I
remember
think at
how
one
I got
stop they
mine.
were selling it at GameStop,
Yeah.
and I think you got the GameStop one.
So
And
I
I was in
remember
that queue too, and I
I
remember
got the alert from Twitter, like GameStop is live.
Oh yeah, there was
But
like
I was
Ireland
in
PS5 Twitter.
Yeah, I was in class I was in a class on Teams at the time, and then we went into breakout rooms. No, I think I was waiting in the queue and also like listening to the class at the same time. We went out to the breakout room to talk, and I'm like, "Listen, guy, you give me 5 minutes, I will do this entire project. I just need to do something real quick." And he's like, "Oh yeah, fine. I'll just work it out. Okay." And I'm there sweating, and then the lecturer comes in, and I'm like, "Hey, hi, just give me a second. Credit card information."
You accidentally sent it all to your lecturer.
Your lecturer boots up a PS5. Thanks, Turtle Guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, and it's a decision that came with a heavy heart, because I think a few days later, the drop that Whoover got came live. I had to get the digital only edition.
Which is funny to me because like you had a lot of disc games and like
Yeah,
we
that's
all.
the reason I wanted the disc one.
So,
'cause
same
I have
with
a
me,
PS4.
I wanted this.
The one that
too.
broke the camel's back for me is I didn't want to buy Minecraft again. Because
I did buy.
That's
Minecraft,
probably the game
yeah.
I bought second.
yeah,
most
I bought
compared
4
to,
Minecraft.
I had to
bought
buy Minecraft.
4
again.
as well,
I
I
had
think.
Minecraft on the PS3, and I was like, how do I play Minecraft on the PS4 or the PS5? And I was like, I think I just gotta buy Minecraft again. So
I
I went.
remember some fucking fibber told me that you could get a free upgrade from PS3 to PS4, and it just wasn't true.
No,
But whoever that was, I'm
Free
gonna
upgrade
knock
to PS4,
all their
PS5.
teeth out. Who was it? You?
No, it was the stewardess.
Bitch.
He
She
got
put,
back
down,
himself.
she put down the DS for a minute. And she said, "Hang on a minute, free Minecraft." And I was like, "You bitch!"
She's just dangling
Show me what it
the
is.
Nintendo in front of you.
She put it in her pocket and she said, "Free Minecraft." And I said, "Where?" She says, "I don't care." And
Then she
hopped
took
on the plane and drove
And
away.
little did you know, she was the one that snuck into your house late last night, and she slowly chiseled away a tiny bit at the weakest point of your Skyrim disc, so it would all crack.
She's the one who programmed that jet into the DS version of Transformers. That
It was her, David. She was behind it.
the reverse David. She'd be waking up
Reverse
extra
Stewart.
early to be a hater. What a bitch. Yeah.
I have
I have
a really
one
good
more
question to
video game
ask.
memory after.
I have
yeah.
a really good question to ask because I have a really good video game memory related to this.
I have 2 actually, sorry.
I still
So,
haven't
my
talked about
question
GTA.
Well, my question is, what is your best like introduction to a video game? Like,
Oh, I have one. I have one.
I have a brilliant one.
Wait, do you mean the actual intro to the game, or how you got introduced
Well,
to the game?
My one, you could say you could say it's an introduction to a game.
Say
My
it, tell
one
me yours.
personally is being introduced to a game.
Okay, that's
I can
mine
finally
as well.
talk about GTA. Go on.
Okay, so back when we were still in school,
I remember
Cyber-
well.
Cyber always on about this game Destiny, and I was like,
Oh my god. Actually, yeah, we need
That's
to talk
what
about
I'm
Destiny.
gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm literally-
I
that
was
my
like,
one is mine
what
is
the
Destiny as well.
fuck? What the fuck is Destiny? I don't know. And one day I eventually go over to your house, Cyber, and you
I remember
introduced me.
this.
You introduced me
We were
to
playing
Destiny.
Prison of
And-
Elders.
No,
That
it wasn't
goes
Prison.
It was Prison
no,
of
no, no,
Elders.
no, no, no,
It
no.
was- it
It was
was-
Crucible. It was Crucible.
No, it was Prison of Elders because it was a purple glowing grenade.
No, it was Crucible because it was orange and bright.
No, it was
Anyway,
it was a
anyway.
Vex thing.
Anyway,
Down,
no,
down, down.
Anyway,
I
anyway.
remember the clear.
No, I remember it very clearly.
I remember it even more. It was
Okay.
my game.
No, okay, so
Okay,
we come in,
fucking remember
we come in, and he starts
I
showing
don't
me
remember,
Destiny.
I
He's
wasn't
playing
there.
a bit. He's playing a bit of it. He's like he loads up the game because it was during Rise of Iron.
Yes.
Yeah, it was during that DLC. So
Maybe
he's
it
playing
was,
the game, and
Archimedes Forge.
you might think it was Prison
Nice
of
name
Elders.
dropping.
Because
I
that's
definitely
basically
think
like,
it was Crucible.
I would not have let you do Crucible.
No, because it was on.
Well, maybe
K-
it would.
It was
Precious
on.
KD
Now,
would have
it's
My
on the
KD
Destiny
was
map
abysmal.
where it's you have the guns on the wall and they're shooting, and there's like the.
Hoover's doing really good actions for this, by the way. No,
the-
it's either.
That's Twilight Gap, but I don't
Yeah,
think.
I'm pretty sure it was there because there was like a little tunnel, and eventually at one point you died, and you were like, "Here, you take the controller, you play a bit of it." And I was like, "Cool." I was like, "What do I do?" Like, "Oh, I can shoot the gun. I can throw stuff." And then at one point in this tunnel, there's just this glow. This is how I remember that. There's just this glowing like orange orb, and I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool. This is so beautiful." So I walk up to the orb, and I'm like, "Whoa, this is awesome." And I go to Cyber. I was like, "Cyber, what is this?" And Cyber just like straight away, Cyber goes, "A grenade," and instantly I blow up and die.
It was perfectly timed.
It was unbelievably perfectly timed. I'd never have a better memory of Destiny apart from like all the DLCs, but like that was my best like. I
First
can never
play.
top like that like introduction to Destiny because it was just so
It was so
it
funny.
was just so funny, and I got hooked on it. I pretty much got hooked on it afterwards because I think literally like not the moment I got home. It was like within that week, I bought Destiny and all its DLCs.
Well, there
Just
you go.
everything.
Welcome to the
It was on
religion.
sale, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And it was a really cool. It was a really cool like copy of it as well because it was. I think my like DVD, not DVD, but my like disc case was it was like the Guardian in like the Iron Lord armor
Oh, that's solid.
with with the hammer with his hammer, and it was like all the foil DLCs in the background as well.
Yeah, that's the Legacy
yeah.
Collection or whatever it's called.
It was a class introduction to my game.
It was great. But what could even be arguably a better introduction to Destiny
It's
is
just funny
possibly the. Okay, for those of you that may not know, Destiny may well be my favorite game franchise.
No, it is your
Says the
favorite.
No,
man
I
in the
really love
Destiny
Uncharted.
shirt.
I
know,
really
but
love
you-
Uncharted,
but
but I
like,
play
think about it
Destiny
this
way
way.
more.
You haven't talked about Uncharted in ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
you talk about
Des-
Destiny constantly.
Destiny is
You and
the-
I have Destiny conversation all the time.
Yeah, we do. That is true.
Much
Destiny
to
is
the
the
detriment
game.
of me and Toto guys' stability. But
Destiny is the game that I play the most. But when I first got
how
told
did you
about
hear
it,
about Destiny?
well,
Sam?
funny you should ask.
How did you
This
hear
stewardess came up with a DS. No, basically.
She said, "Hit your
I was in
best,
a
you
dark
boy."
time of my life, but this
Now
guy in
listen,
a dark
this
corner
is your
opened
best
up this
friend.
case.
This is your best friend's DS and Harry Potter game. I can give this to you, and you can return it to him, or I can give you this Destiny game.
He's shining new Destiny. I don't know why she's like a prospector.
I don't know.
Especially because she was Australian.
I
so.
was in there. I was
No,
in the
I'm
gold mine.
Wait, hang on. I was on a flight from Australia. Oh my god, it's like Lost. I had to get it in there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway,
And you lost your DS.
was there ever a lost game?
Yes, I think
There's
so.
gotta be, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You're just a survivor and you go talk to Sawyer and Kate. About
I'll put it right
shit.
next to my Buffy game on PS2.
And Game Boy Advance. I mean, who
Anyway,
cares?
sorry, yeah. Basically, I was told about Destiny by my good friend DavidKivo, and he said it was cool.
Probably the person on the channel with the least enthusiasm.
Yeah,
for
no, he
Destiny.
hates it.
I'm
Yeah,
so
you hate it,
No,
man. You
he
just
genuinely
hate it.
hates
Yeah.
the second one anyway, and he
Oh,
hates
which-
playing the first one alone. But
Yeah.
basically,
I don't love playing it either. I like playing it with you.
Yeah, what we do with it, and we make it. It's not. We're not just playing it, so I guess it makes it a bit more entertaining. I guess, a bit more
guess so.
interesting.
It's more than a game.
It's a story.
It's a live what?
It's a story. It's a
Oh,
narrative.
okay.
It's the prequel to the Fireteam of Fools. But anyway,
It may also be a cult.
imagine like all that from the like thinking about it back then. I would never have imagined like creating like a narrative with you guys in the Destiny game. That's mad. Anyway, he thought it sounded cool. It was like aliens and you shot stuff and you grind and you get loot. And when I heard that, I thought that was the most boring concept I ever heard. I detested it. I thought it was really, really bad.
If only
Then
we
there
knew
was
irony.
there was
Can I
one
say
time.
Well, you go ahead,
The-
and I want to say from my perspective.
Okay, then there was one time where we went into a shopping center and then GameStop was there and we went into that and then he
Holy
showed me
place.
the copy and I was like, this looks really, really bad. It doesn't look that cool. It was when Taken King came out, so the version was Taken King in the previous 2 DLC.
You said it looked bad when Taken King was out.
Yeah, I just
Probably
thought it
the
looked
peak
really
of the
weird.
franchise
yeah,
for
probably,
me,
Destiny
anyway.
You know,
1.
it probably was, but it just didn't appeal to me. But then I seen it was on sale, so I was like, you know what? I'll try it. And then you and someone else ended up getting it at the same time. I
Yeah.
think at the exact same time.
Yeah, we
Wait,
all,
you-
well,
so
no,
you
I already
didn't
had
have
it,
it?
but yeah, you two.
Oh
bought it
yeah,
at the
no,
same
we
time.
we bought it at the same. We bought it then, and then we ended up playing it, and I fell in love.
Yeah.
I actually, I have
so
never.
I'll never forget.
I've
from
been raptured into
my
that
perspective,
world.
me, you, and then the other friend at the time, we had a group chat, and I remember initially you texting about like, "Oh, get this game," because we were talking about getting a game to play together, and you weren't too hot on it, but we like we said that day you got it, and it went from you not being too hot on it, and then one day I woke up and it was like 12 texts of you like, okay, see, you're gonna play as a hunter, you're gonna play as a titan, I'm gonna play a warlock. Okay, we're all gonna have a different. You know what? I think as well. Fuck it, let's just all be different races as well. You be an exo. No, I'll be the exo because it's a robot. And you could be a woken. I don't care about you. You do what you want to do. And we're gonna play in this order. And we have to do all. And like literally, the way he talks now is exactly like it was like a fucking switch went off in his brain, and suddenly the cyber we all know today
Suddenly
was born.
Cyber was
So
born.
you-
He's like,
you
we have
made me."
everything
Yeah.
in chronological
That's
order.
like
We
You
have
were the
explored the
starting
entire
off
map.
factor.
I am the origin. I'm the radioactive spider.
So-
to this fucker.
Some future time traveler that hates cyberpunk. Someone
Sorry.
will get
Sounded like
time
a whip.
travel. Ah! I knew Whoover why. I mentioned time travel and killing David will kill Cyber Prime.
Turtle Guy, can you stop spiking the audio?
Oh, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
Turtle Guy, keep it
I don't think
down.
that's possible. I think Turtle Guy's vocal cords are like a megaphone.
My vocal cords are
Vocal corns.
I'm
Built to
specifically
project his
trained.
voice.
Specifically.
Uh,
I Atlantically trained.
yeah, but anyway, let's talk about GTA. That was a great thing. But anyway, time to end the podcast. Thank you all so much.
Tune in next
No,
time.
I'm
No,
joking.
because I'm stealing the podcast GTA stuff. So one of my earliest memories, I can't remember what I said the earliest game I remember playing was.
I can't
You
remember.
It was one of those
mentioned
Scooby Doo
It
games.
was yeah.
But my earliest memory of games is my dad, big gamer, shout out to my dad, playing GTA 3, which was the first like 3D as GTA is now game on the computer, and I would just sit and
GTA
watch
1
it.
and 2 were 2D.
They were like top
They're
down.
like top
Yeah.
down.
You're really weird.
Yeah.
Technically a different universe.
Yeah, because because
Different canon, weren't they?
well, no, because it's I'll explain. So GTA 4 and 5 are a different canon to everything.
Oh
before.
right, okay, yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I was watching that. I was like, this is crazy. Like I didn't know about like the drugs and prostitutes in the game. I was like, he's just driving a car and shooting guns. This is the coolest thing ever, and he could do whatever you wanted. And
Hey, I can punch
at the
that
time,
guy.
I was like, that is the best look. That's
That
real
is
life.
Turtle Guy. Turtle Guy, whenever he plays GTA, he'll just see someone and he'll just punch them.
Yeah.
Or he'll
Yeah.
shoot them.
He
or
doesn't
whatever.
realize it.
or burn them alive.
Yeah.
But I remember
Disclaimer,
seeing
he
that.
doesn't do that in real life.
And I used to then, I was like, I want to play. And my dad, the responsible guy he was like, yeah, sure, I'll let my 10-year-old play this game. So I'm playing the shit out of GTA.
You know what?
Leaves you in the
He's been
strip
real
Yeah.
rough after losing that DS.
Oh, it was before that. I was younger than that. I would have been like 6, maybe. I was
Oh
really young.
God.
And
Wow.
so I'm playing that, and then we
I
got a
don't think I knew what video
PSP.
games were then.
This
We got a
explains
PS
so much about Dave.
Yeah, no, we got a PSP, and then I got Vice City Stories was the one I played a lot, and there was a car in that game that looked like the Camaro from Transformers, so I used to drive that all the time.
Nice.
And then I got San Andreas on the PS2, which is probably one of my all-time favorite games. And then since then, I just played the shit out of GTA. But GTA, I think, is the reason I'm as into games as I am now,
That's
because
fair.
I used to just play the shit out of that. Yeah, fucking what a good
Yeah.
game. But yeah, San Andreas though I think was my favorite because like to me, that is what now like I don't even know what game was like that now. But like to me at the time, I was like you can do anything. And it felt like there was always something to find and do. It's kind of how I am with Red Dead now. But I think Rockstar are probably my favourite developers because of throughout my life. They've always been making games.
They've always been there.
That's
They are my two favorite franchises, I think, GTA and Red Dead easily. Even though
I remember having a really good time. Again, like I said, similar to you, I played GTA a lot, like on the PSP, PS2. But playing GTA 5, like, I got a PS4. We didn't have a PS3, so that was my first time playing. The first game we booted up on the PS4, the new one, we booted up GTA 5, and it was like the racing mission. And it was on the PS4, so like the vibrations felt like really cool.
Yeah.
The thing that blew me and my brother's mind was when the police chatter would come through
The controller, yeah.
the controller, which in future would start to become a bit annoying. You're like, shut up!
Yeah.
I'm trying to get away
Even
from you!
stuff like the light on the back would flash red and blue if you're being chased by the cops.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You know what
it
I
was
find?
so cool.
You know what I find really annoying about GTA? I haven't. So
You
I
own
haven't
GTA?
played GTA.
No,
I do have
okay.
GTA.
You own it?
Yeah, it was free at one point.
Videos
Oh, you own
coming
the
out.
online. Right, yeah.
Yeah, I own the online.
yeah,
Yeah,
Well, that's all
what
you
I
need to own.
I own online, and I hopped onto it for like one day, and for some reason, when you hop on online, you can hear everyone in the server.
Oh, it's horrible, yeah, unless you're in a
Oh,
party.
I've
don't
never
know how
turned
to
the
turn-
mic on.
I didn't know how to turn it off. So I hop on into it. I start playing, and like at first no one was talking. I start playing. All of a sudden, there's this kid going like, just
I had a
screeching his
similar
head off.
I used to be that
screeching
kid.
his head off, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm looking through like all the names on the server list, trying to like find out how to mute like every one of them, and then I'm like individually muting everybody, but somehow that's still not working. Like I'm still hearing this kid, so I was just like, you know what? I don't want to play this game anymore, so I instantly like turned it off and deleted it.
I don't know why that reminded me of this, and I hope you don't mind me saying this memory that I have. This is one of the funniest things.
I don't know what it's going to be, but go for it.
There was some game. I have no clue what it was,
I
but
might
I want
remember.
to say it was Black Ops 3 multiplayer for whatever reason. But you were playing it, and you destroyed someone really badly that they messaged you an angry message, and you replied to them saying, "I want to 1v1 you in bin weevils."
In what?
Bin weevils.
I remember.
And that was one of the funniest things ever, because bin weevils is a whole other thing. Like
Bin
mushroom
Weevils was
monsters.
like bootleg Club Penguin for like. It was
Yeah.
horrible. It was a cracked in Club Penguin.
Yeah, but it was
I remember
so
that.
funny.
It was Black Ops 3. I remember he messaged me and he was like, "Fuck you," like just harassing me. So
Yeah.
I was just like 1v1 me Bin Weevils, and he didn't respond. Or maybe he asked me like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Look it up. Trust me." Oh man, that was so
man.
funny.
But yeah, I have two more things, and then I think it's about time.
Yeah.
But
I could talk about this for hours.
Oh, yeah,
I
well,
didn't
we
even
can do a
talk.
sequel.
Yeah, I think we should because I have so many other
Yeah.
games I didn't
This
get
is
to.
a bumper episode.
yeah, well, it is the beginning, so I guess that makes sense. But what am I saying? One of my earliest video game memories is Mario Galaxy, the first one. One of my cousins played that
Played it on
for
the Switch
weeks, and they could never beat the first boss, the Piranha Plant, where you knock the tail.
The
into
Piranha
it.
Plant. I love
they never
Super Mario Galaxy.
they never beat it. I came over 1 week, and then I walked
Beat the whole
over.
game.
I didn't beat the whole game. It took
You
me
just
a
beat
while,
them to death
and
instead.
I couldn't beat it.
With a
But I
Wii
got the
nunchuck.
furthest anyone ever did. Then my older cousin came. He came and he beat it first try, and we were like, "Whoa,
God.
that's so awe." And then
That's when he abandoned religion and
and-
started praising the one and only.
but then I think a thing kind of clicked in my head, and I was like, "Hang on a minute. If he can do it, so can I."
There's
So I
patterns.
deleted the save on my cousin's Wii,
Little rat bastard.
I went back
rude.
and I restarted it, and I kept doing it, and I did get to beat it. And I went from there, and I 100%ed the entire game. And I did that multiple times because my cousins, for whatever reason, they used to love watching me play and beat Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2. Turtle Guy also just walked away.
Turtle just got bored
Could
and
have
left.
just disappeared.
So sorry about that.
Just got bored and left.
But Mario Galaxy, yeah, I was so cool. You could just walk in, you could beat everything for my cousins, and you could just stand back and drop the mic, and it was like,
I have a
amazing.
very similar experience with Super Mario Galaxy. So we had it on the Wii, like when we got the Wii, one of the first games was like Mario Kart. Mario Kart was awesome.
Oh,
Mario
yeah.
Kart on the Wii was great.
in case anyone doesn't know this, Hoover is a demon in Mario Kart.
I
Hoover is
am
genuinely scary.
100% sure I am the best out of the four of us.
Oh,
right here.
he is, categorically.
but-
I'm the best at Smash
but-
Bros.
Hoover, for reference, my confidence level is I am a big shark in a very small pond. And I'm
But-
afraid that when I get to the ocean, I'm just going to be a little
I'll
fish.
kick your ass in the chest.
I really
You
want to
are.
play
I
you.
will beat you at chess.
I want to play. We should do a chess championship.
I'm
Anyway,
not very good.
Super Mario
That'd be
Galaxy.
funny.
Yeah, I used to play that all the time. It was so fun. I would like. That's one of the only games that actually like I've replayed constantly.
Same.
I think I replayed that 3 times as a kid. But
It was fun.
at one point, I'm pretty sure. So my little cousin was over, and my younger brother was over as well. He was at the house. No, so the two of them were there, and they were trying to play Super Mario Galaxy. And I think it was just like it was really early for some reason. They were young kids, and they got up like super early, and I was 11, they were 6, and I got up and I saw them. It was like 4 in the morning. They were like trying to play Super Mario Galaxy, and they couldn't do anything. It was like, you sit there on the couch, I'll play. I've got it from here. And then I just like completed Mario Galaxy like for them like all in one, not in one go. I think I did like half of it for them like that whole morning.
Yeah.
And they were just, I remember so vividly because they're both just there like sitting on the couch. Their legs can't like reach over the end, and they're just there like, oh, oh my god, he beat the piranha. Oh.
Oh, it's amazing when you can kind of do that kind of stuff. But then my last question before we probably wrap it up because Turtle Guy's gotten bored. I'm joking, obviously. Do you guys remember if you've done this? I'm pretty sure we all have. But what was the first ever Let's Play you ever watched? Mine was, I think, it was definitely Super Mario Sunshine, but I think it was Sugar Conroy.
I know.
I think
know
it was
who mine
Sugar
was.
Conroy.
I have 2.
So, what? Anyone else?
I remember mine actually. I remember mine.
Mine, my first Let's Play, watching someone do a Let's Play.
Was Destiny to the Fire Team Fools and Cyberpunk Channel. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Somehow we
Wrong.
watched it before he was in it. Weirdly.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It was Stampy Longhead doing Minecraft.
Oh, I've never
I
watched the Stampy
thought-
Longhead video.
I couldn't. I found him very
I
annoying.
loved watching Stampy
Even as a
Longhead
child.
doing Minecraft.
I found him very annoying.
And there was Eyeballistic Squid as well. And he
Yeah.
had his companion Lee Bear. I
Oh,
loved
Lee got dodgy though. So
Yeah.
let's not talk about him.
I
Sorry?
remember.
Do you not hear what happened about
I
Lee?
think something
Let's-
dodgy about Lee.
Let's
Yeah, okay, that's-
look that one up in your
I
own
can't
time.
remember it, so let's not ruin my memories of it.
Anyway,
Stampy Longhead was great.
Yeah, I
Lee
do-
Bear, very much the Kevin Spacey of the situation.
Okay.
Oh God.
Um,
I thought my first one was a Stampy Longhead and an Eyeballistic Squid.
but then
I
you
thought it
realise, oh no,
was-
that's Hoover's memory, so it can't be that.
No, I thought the first one was
He's leeching off my mind.
I thought the first one I watched was his series on Quest to Kill the Ender Dragon, but it wasn't. Because I'm fairly certain, I don't know who it was, but the first thing I watched was a Lego Batman 2
Let's
Let's
play.
Play. I don't know who it was.
Nice.
Done by-
Mine was such a weird one. And I think if you go back and watch the videos we're talking about now, it says a lot about how we, like our sense of humour and how we became the people we are now, if that makes sense.
Maybe, yeah.
Because my one was this Australian guy called Dishban. Like it was DSHBAN, and it was a made up word. And he played Rugrats The Search for Reptar on the PS1. And he was just like, the gameplay was 4x3 and it was like chugging, the frame rate was awful. And he was just ridiculing the game the entire time. Just saying like, this is the worst thing I've ever played and all this, like, so aggressively Australian. And his, like, and I think if you watch that now, like, and I remember I watched it from start to finish and I watched it over and over and over again. I started watching his other videos. And if you watch that now, I feel like you could probably see the origins of the person I am to this day.
Because I know, Cyber, you introduced me to a donkey.
Donkey, yeah. Donkey.
Oh, Donkey was big as well. I watched
Yeah.
Donkey a lot when I think I mentioned this. Oh well, it's actually on a podcast we recorded, but it's gonna be later. That I watched the Minecraft the movie. I think I was telling you.
Oh,
About this.
yeah.
Minecraft the movie.
It wasn't actually a movie. It was just a guy playing
Oh,
Minecraft
no,
for like an
Jason
hour.
Momoa.
Oh, does anyone remember? Well, I don't know if he's around. I'm pretty sure he's not around anymore. I also watched Sky Does Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
watched
I
it.
did.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch any Minecraft channels. This guy I watched played Minecraft. He did Minecraft the movie. His name was P-Bat, and he was friends with Donkey. So I saw Donkey through him, and then found Donkey channel. This was in like 2011. Like I was like ages ago. I've watched
Yeah.
the movie. But yeah,
But yeah, no, that's
what's yours? Did you say one?
yeah, mine was Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh,
That was the
yeah.
very first one I ever.
You don't. Oh yeah.
It was Sugar Conroy, I think. But
I know that name.
I don't remember anything about it. I just remember those vividly because I remember the exact time I was sitting on it and like on the computer and at the computer and like just looking at it and just being like, whoa, people can play games and show other people.
Yeah.
This will save me so much money. And then it didn't because I ended up wanting to buy the games anyway. But
That happened to me with a hit and run, like a Simpsons hit. Not like I didn't commit a hit and run. I saw it on the news and I was like, I
Yeah,
better do
David, that was really rude of
it.
you.
Simpsons hit and run, which was a game I demanded.
Simpsons Hit and Run was fun. My
Yeah.
cousins had that, and I
What
played it
was
all
the
the time when I
other,
went
like-
over to them.
Simpsons, the Simpsons game.
No, there was
Or
another.
the
I
taxi,
think
the crazy taxi.
Road Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was shit.
I didn't play it.
I've never played any. Actually, no, that's a lie. I played one Simpsons game because there was a tournament. Someone brought in a PS2 into our school. And,
Yeah, I remember that.
there was a. They
I-
like a championship.
I think that was hit and run.
It was.
It was hit and run, and then they had like Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
I
That was my
remember
shit. I love
because
Gran
on
Turismo.
the bracket, both times I applied, like, got a step closer on said like bracket, I was put against teachers. The first time was
Teachers,
vice
the ultimate
principal.
gamers.
When did this?
I like
why
it. You
did-
seem to
why
think
did
that the
teachers not do
higher
this
up.
anymore?
Yeah, I like it. You seem to think the higher up the ranking of the teacher, the better they are at the game as well. Oh, the vice principal's coming
Yeah.
in. The
Oh,
ultimate
no.
gamer.
Both of them, they like yielded?
Wow, they let you win.
No, not even
They
they.
bowed out.
They bowed out, but they came in and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm not playing. Whoever is against me can go up." And I go up, only to
So you were pitied all your way to the top.
I didn't even fucking win.
Yeah, well.
How close did you get?
But-
I think I was in like the quarterfinals or the quarterfinals.
Damn. Well, your luck ran out, I guess.
Yeah,
you
I
could
ended
say.
up here, so there
Just
you go.
like our time for today's podcast.
No, it hasn't.
So-
We have like 3 hours left. We can keep this going.
No.
What was that funny joke I kept making earlier? I was going to use the sign off podcast, but
I can't remember anything. You
The
made
fact
noises,
that
but like I
Cyber
can't.
is still in the nude.
Yeah, that is-
no,
that is-
that's
ah,
not.
that's
no,
what it's gonna be.
No, I was gonna make.
We're gonna put a shirt on.
You thought you could
Cyber
end this without
and that-
referencing you were still in the nude?
No, because my clothes are over there in that pile, and if you look at the
Oh
very
my god, he
closely,
admits it!
The pile's on
it-
fire.
No, the pile's actually a stewardess uniform.
Ah!
Time travel. No, but anyway, thank you so much for listening to today's
Oh, you're
podcast.
welcome.
Be sure to like and subscribe and follow and heart or whatever the hell you
Pumped
do.
out
On
fire.
whatever platform that you're listening to this, you'll be able to hear this on anywhere that you hear podcasts. Be sure to leave us
Oh,
a
so
5-star
it's gonna
rating
be on
if
Spotify?
you enjoy it.
This on
And
Spotify?
yes, on Spotify.
This is
Uh,
on Spotify?
Yes.
We're on Spotify?
Yes, we
Right
will-
now we're on Spotify.
Yes.
Well, no, what if
Cyber,
they're,
you
what if
fool!
they're listening on YouTube?
Hoover is
This
bad.
on YouTube?
Yes.
This on iTunes?
Yes.
This on...
Podbean. Yes. Well,
Give me
hopefully.
on a podcast.
Google Podcast.
This
yeah.
on Google Podcast?
This is
Hopefully,
in your
yes.
house right now.
We've
Oh,
kicked
Turn
in,
around and die!
We've kicked in your door.
Oh my god, is that a stewardess I see?
Give us your Lego Harry Potter year 1 to 4, and you'll.
You know the people are going to revolt if it's not on any of the
Oh,
ones
well,
I've mentioned.
hopefully it will be. But anyway,
SoundCloud.
be sure to check out the Turtle Guy. Be sure to check out DavidKivo, who's in the middle yet again, and be sure to check out the Whoover.
Just
by-
check out me in general. Like,
Yeah, just check him out. He's
Check
pretty
him
good.
out.
Imagine what I look like and then check me out.
He's
I
worth
am
checking out. He's
Falling
got
off my chair.
Long live the king.
But thank you all. I will not be hosting the next episode. We will have to see who it is when you tune in next
Yeah.
time.
It's
We
not
actually-
me.
It's a
Um,
bitter fight to
Spoiler
the
alert.
death.
I'm not on the next two.
Spo-
Why? I'm on vacation.
uh,
Why? Because I want
Because
a
you
break.
could.
a vacation.
Why? Because I'm tired of
Turtle Guy did say that
But why am
someone
I
would
tired of
die
David?
at the end of this
Because I'm
podcast, and it turns out that is Hoover, because Hoover will not be in the
Bye!
next episode. So thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you in the next one. We never thought of
We actually won't see
saying
because
goodbye
we cannot
thing.
see.
Well,
what we
eventually
look
we'll come up with hilarious catchphrases to
yeah,
end the video.
because I can't say
on.
roll out, because that's just a me
No.
thing.
like. No,
roll
you
out.
just-
End
you just
transmission?
want- We have to say.
End
We have to say.
transmission.
It's accurate.
Goodbye, everyone. We
Cease
are,
speaking.
we are
End of day.
we are hidden on our bunker. End of transmission. We're going to cease speaking. We're going to fall on the floor now, eyes closed until you listen to us again. End of day.
And that's the final word, folks.
You fucked it up.
You fucked it up. You died for that.
You see a Nintendo DS, please? Give it to me.
Let
Australian
us know.
stewardess, please.
If anyone's
Give
on a
David
Qantas
back
flight
his
747 and sees a DS with Lego Hardcore Years 1 to 4,
It's
I'll
still
send you
there.
my address.
The plane's just
Comment
decommissioned.
into the
1, 2, 3, help me.
comment down below.
It's still there in the one place.
It's
like
still
in an
there
antique.
fused to the thing.